was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me why. I know you won't save my life, save my life. And you keep on your making the waves. You and I will never be safe, be safe. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down, will you save me or burn me down? I was ready to surrender my heart to you.
Lock in, mask up, game on, let's go. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Hey. Snow, sun, we're running every nation. Minnesota Airsoft Association. From the woods to the warehouse doors, green gas clouds and scattered mags on the floor. Friends then foes, the second the horn blows, we rush, reload, that's how the story goes. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Oh yeah, squad up strong, this is dedication. Minnesota Airsoft Association.
Good evening, Airsofters. It is our Wednesday night live stream. We are here with Cobra Alex
What's up, guys?
and David from Project Echo Airsoft.
Bing, 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 bing. Gotcha.
Wow. Chaos is starting already. And I am Gabe with the Minnesota Airsoft Association again. Welcome to everybody. Ooh. I have to mute my own sound so I'm not hearing myself. That's a rookie move, but that's what you pay for here. That's what you get, guys. How we doing?
Good.
It is,
How are you?
yeah, man. August 5th. Summer's over. I'm calling
Is
it.
it?
I'm just saying it right now. Summer's over. Sorry.
Is it?
When it's
No,
not
it's-
100 degrees anymore, summer is over?
I'm actually, are we happy that it's not 100 degrees? Like,
Yes.
David works outside, so I assume he's pleased by it. My windows are now open because when you have that 90, 100 degree weather, then when it gets into the 70s and low 80s, you're like, oh, it's so cool. It's so refreshing now.
I wouldn't know.
Already an early question, which I like. Is anyone going to check out SMA, this field this weekend? They're having another open test, I assume, then?
Yep.
Um,
You must not.
I am
You
not.
must not read the Instagram comments.
Oh, Insta.
Insta.
I saw it. I'm kind of
Gee.
excited for them. I'd like to
I'm
go.
excited for them. I mean, the thing for me is it's that 3-hour drive. And I already have plans this weekend. So outside of what we're going to get into shortly, me personally, I just don't have the time to go down. I'm hoping as I say this as fall, but like our schedules. Here's the thing. I'll just say their schedules, their announcements are already treading on a schedule that was set 2 months ago for us. For me.
Well, and they also haven't signed, they haven't signed the partnership agreement with, paying us to come down,
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we told them we'd accept Bitcoin, and they said bit this. I think
the lawyer said that, they're not signing, the paperwork. So what do you do?
I do know that Husari was planning to join us. So, let us know when the finances work out for us to support. No, we will totally go down at some point. It's just, again, we've been scheduled out pretty regularly now, all the way through October. Like I'm booked through October at this point. There are free weekends, don't get me wrong, but a 3-hour commitment is like going to Action Sports Wisconsin, and I don't usually do that as a day trip. I know other people have. Alex has. Alex, you've done Action Sports as
No, I've never done Action. T-Bone did it a couple times.
Yeah, you've done it as an overnight, like stayed overnight and then left right after the games on like a Saturday, but you've not done a T-Bone definitely, our buddy T-Bone, shout out T-Bone. He totally has come in the morning and then left after, early afternoon. I'm not built that way.
I went and played their other field as a day trip.
Oh, okay.
Last year, beginning of last year, I drove down and I had to leave at 5:00 in the morning or some crazy thing like that. But
yeah, and that's like, and it's funny because if you talk to Marshall and those guys, like when they come up to Gag, they're leaving at like 3:00 in the morning, right? Like that's how they live too. So
well, and that's why a lot of them they come up Friday night too.
Yeah, like going back to guys our very old content at this point at our ripe old age of whatever we're at now. That travel distance, right? You're 30 minute, 1 hour, totally a day trip, 3 hour. At 3 hour range, I'm probably doing it overnight. So that requires a little more planning, a little more financing. So that's
in a Hilton
with a hot tub, preferably
in the room.
Fried chicken.
Kind of depends. If there's a water slide, I do expect. If there's a water slide and chicken go hand in hand. We should find that video. Do we have that video?
I think it's online somewhere. I was thinking about. Remember when I was telling you, like, I wanted to call Rude one time, like if I found one of his coworkers.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him about, have his coworker call him up and be like, ask him about water slides and fried chicken, just to see if he
don't. Yeah, remember, Rude keeps a very protected life, so don't out him as being a gun-toting freakazoid.
I just said fried chicken and water slides.
That might sound like an ism. Welcome everybody again. If you're new to the stream, thank you for joining us. If you are our die-hard denizen of the stream, welcome back.
Yep, you guys know who you are.
You know who you are. In fact, as I look, any new names? Oh, there's a name I don't know too well. Welcome everybody. Before we go full chaos mode, let's do business. And we only really have 2 business things, which is our regular things. And I'm going to reverse them because it actually makes more sense. Game reminders. So this weekend, Big Lake Tactical has its Minnesota's Best Airsoft Warlords versus Mercenaries game being run by our friend Thomas. That is the big game for the weekend. But Crossfire, Champion Valley, and Twin Cities Airsoft all have regular open sessions. So all our local fields are open. I guess since we're talking about it, you heard us already, maybe you didn't, but here, the Southern Minnesota Airsoft, who has their new field in Austin, is having a test event. I believe you should be interacting with them if you plan to go. So if you've not searched for Southern Minnesota Airsoft, either on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, you should do that. But they're having a test game. Their field is not ready for public opening yet. They are building both their field and their staging. They're still settling some of their game modes and things like that. They will be running a series of test events until the end of the year. So they're not just open. You can't just show up, I don't think. I'm not going to speak for them. Maybe he'll show up and we can ask him directly. But that is also happening. So Big Lake Tactical is the big game this weekend. 2 weeks notice. Our 2 weeks notice is for Champion Valley. Airsoft Armory is running their Legends of the Valley Expedition Alpha, which is their second event. So that's August 15th. That's the big game for that weekend.
And it's going to be massive. You need to come. It's going to be gigantic.
Wow. Yeah, bring your mom.
Bring your mom, bring your mom's mom, bring your mom's mom's mom, and bring your neighbor. It's John's birthday, so there's going to be mission.
Oh, that's right. I did hear.
There's going to be a mission.
Napoleon's birthday.
It's going to be there's going to be a couple missions where it's going to be hunt down the birthday boy, and you might get something special kind of thing.
It's Napoleon's birthday on the 15th.
So kinky. Yes. So here's the thing that you might not know about August 15th. One of the most famous, handsome Hawaiian airsoft players you know also has a birthday on August 15th, which is why you don't see him anywhere, because like a proper Hawaiian, he travels into the ocean or the closest body of water. That might be. Like, I knew there was a reason we had a connection, why we can look each other in the eye and get lost.
Am I yelling? I'm sorry.
Souls.
I'll turn down my mic.
Someone says you're yelling?
Yes.
David, why are you yelling at us? Why is he yelling at us? I think he's yelling at us because he had such a good time last weekend at Twin Cities Airsoft's high-intensity Ghost Directive event. Yep. We're going to talk about that. All three of us were at the event. Let's talk about that. Alex, how did the high-intensity game at Twin Cities Airsoft go for you?
I thought it went great. I spent longer than I normally do at a field.
10 minutes?
Playing.
Playing.
No, it was a great time. Nick and was it Z, I think, put on a great game.
Nick and Z. Yeah, and remember Blondie also organized that as well. So
like I guess he said he didn't have a lot of he spoke to me real quick. He's like, we didn't have a lot of time to do anything, but for what you guys did, I thought it was a great. It was fun. I had a great time. I kept playing. Man, you guys really put that. They were throwing smoke in the best places you could possibly think of. Like, man, they were doing some great job with that. Yeah, I don't know. I had a really good time though. I mean, it was nice.
David, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a great game, great, well put together game. I think it was probably the funnest high intensity I played at there. I kudos to everybody at Twin Cities Airsoft. You put on an amazing high intensity, a good weekend. I know everybody on the team except James had fun.
Well,
and we did get permission. We did get permission.
Oh, we did? Okay.
We did get permission.
From who?
From James. From James to speak of it.
Well, I don't know if James is the one who we need to get permission from.
It got posted. I can say, if I see it online, I see it online. It's there for the world.
Well, someone tell the story. I actually was watching it, so
I was hanging out. So
James was just grinning ear to ear and got his tooth shot out.
Cracked. It broke. It was a clear.
I believe today he was getting it fixed.
Well, I'm interested in I'd love to get a price tag for what reconstructive, like a cap, is going to cost. So just so people can understand.
I'll text him right now to see if he actually got it fixed.
Yeah.
Today.
So we were kind of dodging around, and this has nothing to do with the field itself, but it's obviously not something that we want to. People should know what happens, and people should be prepared. James Echo 6, correct? Is he 6?
He's 6 or 7.
No, you dirty dog. Echo 6 was trying to organize a rush, and like the last time I saw someone get a tooth shot out, which was at Big Lake, I believe, was also someone trying to lead a rush. And what you do when you lead a rush is you go, and you run forward with your mouth wide open. And then when you get shot in the mouth, which is going to happen, you might end up with a chicklet. So I just as from a field point of view, like accidents happen. James Echo 6 did get shot in the mouth, and he
yes.
went down. What's that?
Yes, Echo 6.
Very good. When I start knowing your team's designations, like you know it's working. He went down like a sack of potatoes, and Z from the organizing staff was on him and helping him. We did have to call a blind man. Everybody, like honestly, I'll just as it goes back to the whole event, it was a great event. Even when we had a blind man, it went perfectly. Like everybody stopped, everyone was cool. We got James situated. Nick came in on the ATV and drove him out. Like then the game started up again. It really, again, from an organizational point of view, that day ran super smooth. The fact that someone got shot in the mouth, I mean, that happens, guys. And as Alex was saying, kind of, I think he was saying seriously, and I will not say glibly, if you don't wear Mouth Pro, you're at risk, guys.
So, funny story on that. He was, but when he was down
it's-
low, when he got up, it pulled
Yeah, that's
down right as he
that's
got
what I
shot.
heard. Yeah, so he was wearing,
He
but
did get it fixed
maybe
today.
he needs to wear a full face mask.
He normally wears, oh God, here he goes.
Was he in? I want to know money. I want to know how much.
It's
James,
permanent
that's what
in
I
2
wanna know.
weeks.
Yeah, I'm glad they got you in today. Oh gosh, still today though. Oof, 4 days of that. Eee.
Of what, a sharp edge in your mouth that you're rubbing your
Yeah.
tongue on all day.
That just feels wrong.
Yes.
Oh, hopefully there's no exposed root, but so well, he'll add more details, but yeah, guys, just remember, and I have actually been shot in the mouth and shot in the teeth before and just not had anything happen, and I guess I'm just really lucky. You could also argue I just don't play enough. Maybe that's where I'm at. Very
Yeah.
good, James. Tell us in 2 weeks. We'll have a stream all about dental work. No, that's not true. Or maybe.
Maybe.
From my point of view, I already did a brain dump both in the morning and the afternoon. I thought it was a great day. If I'm being completely honest, for the kind of day it was, it probably ran as perfectly as it could. The weather was
I
nice.
would say that I think for me though, like one of the greatest days, what made that great day so great is just seeing a couple old school players. So,
Well, it makes you feel less old when there are older people there, Alex.
well, it's familiar faces, man.
Nope, that's true. But again, from my point of view, everything. Like the game was solid. Nick and the team pivoted. Blondie, Nick, and Z wrote that 2 weeks earlier. Wasp were the assistant refs, and they had 6 or 7 people out, so we had a great reffing crew. The teams were really cool. The cartel versus NATO aspect, some people really got into the cartel side. We didn't have enough players, but the other side was like, yeah, we'll switch. Like nobody argued about it. Everyone was super cool. Again, there was a roguishly handsome Hawaiian who switched sides because that's what he does, and not everybody knew it. So some people didn't shoot him. That's not my fault, or that's not anyone's fault. Not that it was me. The games we played were a lot of fun. There was an escalation in missions. There were missions. There was they instituted both chopper and juggernaut rules, which was something different, and that was nice. I did leave. I think I played 4 of the missions, 4 of the games, 4 of the events, and then I started to pack up and leave. So I missed the end. I did see that Echo daughter won something, and I assume that was off of
She's
my
Echo 5.
Echo 5. Okay. I assume that Echo 5 won from my bracelet that I gave them, but
No, that's unfortunate. That's not allowed, apparently. Because you
okay.
need
So that
to be present.
need to be present, but it's me. Okay. No, that's
Right,
totally
I-
reasonable.
But no.
What do they do? Like, they just call a name?
No, they
No, like
give
remember you
tickets.
go in, you give them your wristband, or they verify your wristband, and then they give you a ticket. Then you go back. It's the same thing they do at GAG.
Oh, I guess I've never been there long enough to.
Yeah, she
Like
won
you-
a
other
dead
than the one
rag.
time you won
She
the-
won a dead
yeah.
rag and a barrel locker.
Hey,
Okay.
so it's good for the supplies. It's good. It's good for the future of the team.
Yep.
They don't want. Yeah.
Well, the
So, not
funny
that
thing
they
was
know-
is just like a half hour prior to that, she was looking for her barrel blocker that she misplaced in her bag because, you know,
Mhm.
so she could put her stuff away. I was like, hey, now you just got another one. Put it in the bin.
Yep. Having two, bring two of everything.
And
I
if you
do
need
see
two,
that our
bring
friend
three.
Aiden is. We're not talking about gag yet, but man, if you haven't seen, probably expect a lot more propaganda posts from
Propaganda.
both teams of gag
I don't know what you're talking about.
as we get closer and closer.
Yep.
Well, all I'm saying
Lots of
is
AI propaganda probably gonna
one
come up.
one team should probably. There needs to be some tit for tat going on here because right now it's all just been single fire.
There was
No,
was
they're
the
just humble.
video.
The other team's just humble.
They sent out a video.
Oh, they just posted today.
Yeah.
It's again. It's gonna be a madhouse. So
I'm working on it. I need people to stop hitting my fiber to have time.
yeah. We did take a bunch of video, or there is more video available. I think I posted everything. I think I might have one more thing I can post. Tactical shorts was definitely. That's going to be a new hashtag. Man, I love not having to wear a full uniform, but
Do you have them in multicam and
I haven't. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can get silkies in multicam.
I think you
I
can.
know you can. I know you can.
You should
You can get
sell 'em.
anything, man. You just make them.
Oh, you're talking about not just me that I can get anything, but you're talking about anybody can get it. I mean, that's possible.
Well,
You just make them.
we had the conversation about the email. We are big time.
Yeah. People are so just that we don't have to release this yet. We can get deeper in it, but people are watching the stream, guys, and people are paying attention. So that's good for the community. It's good for us. It's good for you. It's good for the fields. Yeah, we're excited. People have been calling us out on other things. For the record, I just published 4 videos about the new e-shooter Smoky Flare BT Compact.
Is it round? Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, is it round?
It is round and juicy. I like my double. Sorry, Sir Mix-a-Lot and treble. So I did shoot some videos. I might shoot this during stream. So we did tag e-shooter. So e-shooter, if you're watching, I did buy
Send
this
us a bunch for
myself directly.
con, and we'll give
I mean,
them away.
for con or for others, or if there's new stuff that you're coming out with.
Well,
I need to test this with. So the only thing I haven't
go to
tested right now is
MOA,
red.
They
If we
have
go to-
if we go to MOA, they got a booth.
All right, guys. So for those that don't know, there's the Taiwan Airsoft Show is called MOA. What do we know what it's called? What that stands for?
MOA Expo.
But
Military outdoors airsoft, I think.
yeah. So there's a show in Taiwan. One could argue. So there's the one in Europe, Germany. There's the one in Taiwan, and then SHOT Show. But I actually don't think SHOT Show's like SHOT Show is a gun show that has a dozen airsoft people at it, whereas the Taiwan show, like
It
that
is
show has
airsoft.
other stuff, but that's mostly airsoft. And the
It
European
is
airsoft show
man.
is airsoft,
I was looking
right?
at older vendors the other day, and it looks
Well,
awesome.
Yeah, it does look awesome. And Alex wants us to go.
Okay, so for the record, everybody, for years I was complaining about going to Starburst. Like we should go to Starburst. I was saying that for a couple years.
A Third Coast Airsoft game or any bigger game. You just wanted to go to a bigger national game.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do it by myself. And then finally you gave in. So I think if I keep doing this, you'll give in.
I don't know if I'm going to give in this year. We have a busy year, but
yeah, that's the part that sucks. It's like literally back to back. Like,
yeah, we'd go. We'd hit
Starburst, then that, and then SHOT
Show. Yeah, I mean technically SHOT Show's already paid for in a lot. It's not paid for. I just have
we haven't gotten invited yet.
You're right. We could get totally denied. They could say, they could give us the. I was gonna invoke a different vendor. They could say we're not welcome. And Alex, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I would love to go to the Taiwan MOA show.
You just want to go eat food there.
I do want to eat food. That is the most important thing.
Airsoft.
That is all. Yes, that is 100%. Yeah, I would rather eat. But if we're gonna go, I'd also like to make some contacts. So I'm trying to figure out how we can make some more local contacts. And we know people from Taiwan already. Kinda. Like we know
I
people
wish
who
we
are
would have been able to go to
Taiwanese from here.
My neighbor's from
So-
Taiwan. So do I.
I wish
Ask
we
him.
could have gone to
Ask
the
him what-
Airsoft Expo, the Aircon. I mean the Airsoft convention.
Oh,
and-
the EVIC one?
yeah, I wish we were able to go to that one.
That's the weekend after Starburst.
No, the one that they just had last week.
Yeah,
Oh.
the one in October is technically the bigger one, Alex. But
Is it?
they have a couple, right? They do. This is something they do a couple times. EVIC does an air.
I thought this. I thought the summer
Expo.
one was the big one. The October one's bigger.
Yeah, the
Here's
Airsoft
the thing, everyone-
convention is
Peop-
the big.
People
big
are
one.
playing during the summer. That's why I wouldn't have considered going during the summer. The one in October is, I mean, it's California, so technically they don't have a winter anyway, but that's more off season for them. So, like one of the coupons I have is for the October,
The bag.
yeah, which I don't. It's garbage. Like I don't care, but
There's coins
yeah.
in it.
there are coins in it.
There's probably a patch in there
No.
too.
So I mean, I would expect us. So here's the thing I'll say. I'd expect us to go to the Taiwan MOA show within the next 3 years.
I can.
But we
agree
have
with
to
that.
plan it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
a-
on 20. It's not on the 2026 plan. If it were on the 20, like it could be a 2027 plan, but I'd need to start thinking about it the second.
If we
2027
did go,
hits.
like, I would really love to see the PAF booth. Like,
Yeah, that'd be, if you guys aren't following PAF,
I
on
would
Facebook,
love to see that
like
stuff.
the PAF guys are making some insane stuff. Like I just saw a post today about a Mark 19 they're making.
Their Mark 19. They've had a Mark
Yeah.
19 for a while, but
Yes, but they've been refining it. So the thing that, excuse me, oh, that's unprofessional. The thing that I'll say about them is like certain things that they're building for, like they're not building for tagging.
no, those are straight from 40 mil grenade line. Or I think they're like AEGs, aren't they?
I think they are big AEGs that just look like a Mark 19.
But who
so.
cares? That looks so sweet.
And remember, we have our friend Caleb tried to order. What did he try to
The Carl
order?
Gustav,
He tried to order a Gustav from PAF, but
because they were the first
Exactly
ones that
right.
made it.
hey, and this actually is so. Probably we're going to end up at that show. I would rather go to that show than the European show.
I think I'd rather go to that than the SHOT Show.
I'd also like to go to the European show, and that's the thing. If we do MOA, I might not do SHOT. Like it kind of depends, right? Like that's a lot of shows. Unless we could get to a point where we're not getting comped, but we're allowed to, unless there's some kind of break for us to figure out how to go. But
It's all time, dude. We all have day jobs,
yeah, right.
day jobs and family and stuff and like that. It's like, like you can't.
We all have other responsibilities. Not all of us have families, Alex.
No. You can't just take
but-
the whole summer off to watch a kid and stuff, like.
Oh, could I use family medical leave to go to Taiwan for the MOA show? Interesting question.
Well, if your butt hurts, then yeah. Just,
Well, it's funny you should mention it. It does hurt. I'm just planting the seed so that when I claim it, I've got proof somewhere. This is an interesting transition. So last week, more overseas companies said they are no longer shipping to the United States. And this is
overseas,
not-
as in where, like Asia, or
it's more Asia now, but here's the reason I'm bringing this up. And so the context is this is not new. This has been happening for over a year. I'm not going to get into the politics of tariffs and all that kind of stuff, but like Taiwan Gun hasn't been shipping to the United States for over a year.
yeah, but aren't they a Polish company?
They are, but they're an overseas company. War Game Club, Octagon Airsoft, Red Wolf, like people aren't shipping anymore. And the reason I'm saying this is someone on Reddit was like, this is outrageous, the ATF. And I'm like, this isn't new. You're all a bunch of chuckleheads. Like, does it suck? Yes. Have some of us been warning that this was coming? Yes. Some of us were saying, if you see something and you want it, get it from overseas because we're going to have a dry patch now. So like this has been happening and the ATF has really been, and like I'll look at the chat as well. Anything that has been AR part related. So when I say part related, I mean springs, I mean pins, I mean lowers, I mean uppers, I mean stocks. Anything that's been coming predominantly for GBBRs, has been getting flagged for 6 months easily and seized. That's not new. What is new is now AK parts and AK GBBRs. Like GBBRs are a risk. And now other things are starting to get flagged. And because of all of this, a lot of these overseas companies, and I just rattled off 4 or 5, they're just not shipping to the US. So if you go to their sites, they actually say, we are not currently shipping to the United States right now. It is what it is, guys. What's
I would
the
know.
saying?
I've actually never ordered anything overseas. I've actually never ordered a rifle overseas.
That's the question I was going to ask. Have you ever, Alex or David, ordered an airsoft gun from overseas?
Nope. Oh, I know a guy. I'll let him do that.
I mean, we do know a guy, and I like it when that guy does it because then I don't have to do it.
So, I've ordered parts in I've ordered a lot. I haven't ordered parts. I've ordered like rails and stuff.
Yep.
Like when it was really hard to get the Gazilli rail for the 416, I ordered 2 of them from Boom Arms, I think it was.
Ooh,
And
where's them?
they're from Taiwan. And yeah, I got this stuff no problem. And then I also ordered from this other place. God, I can't think of their name, but they're out of Japan. And it was the only place you could get like Tokyo Marui hop-ups. I couldn't find them anywhere except for there. And yeah, they sent me. Yeah, I've ordered that stuff from them, but I've never ordered a pistol or a rifle, or anything that was like gun. Like that resembled a rifle or anything like that. Like let's say like a lore or a trigger assembly or anything like that. But for me it was easy. But then again, this was 10 years ago. You know, and you know it's just as well as maybe you don't actually, but I've already got everything I ever wanted. There's really not a lot.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You're actually tempting fate right now.
Because you always buy something. It's like it's like.
Don't blame me.
So
David, how about you? You're muted right now for some reason.
The only thing things were making noise. I mute my mic, and my little thingy on my screen, and for some reason isn't working. That tells me that I'm muted. I have to figure that out. No, the only thing I have recently ordered was earlier this year. I ordered one of my e-shooters directly from eShooter.
Yeah,
and I ordered that directly from them, and I didn't get hit with any tariffs. I didn't get hit with anything. Too quiet.
you might.
No, you're too quiet. I think Archer is just messing with you. Stop it, Evan.
I'm using
He's
one
very
of them.
sensitive.
I'm using one of them. Fuck off.
Okay. I have not ordered anything. That's not true. This is from overseas. So let me clarify. I ordered a ton of guns last year from both Taiwan Gun and Swit Airsoft. That's where I got all my single action armies. I bought all the ones I possibly could from them. In fact, I bought doubles, so I did that a couple times. And they're actually out of Taiwan. I have not purchased any guns from overseas this year, but mostly because places like Taiwan Gun won't sell to the United States. Again, that's not new. Swit Airsoft has a real mixed reputation. Last year, when I did order from them, I had 0 problems. The world has changed. And I've read reviews on Reddit where people are like, Swit's the worst because, they have no customer service. Here's another hot take, guys. If you're ordering from overseas, don't expect customer service. I'm sorry. It's a very American viewpoint. If you don't speak the language and you're not in the same time zone, like, I get it. You want resolution to something you purchased. You pissed away money, but good luck. Seriously.
They don't speak English?
Oddly enough, most of them don't. Depends on where they are, obviously. But and when some people are like, "Oh no, Red Wolf." I just saw that. I actually haven't been to Red Wolf site. There's actually stuff from Red Wolf I want to buy. I had $1,000 worth of single action armies I wanted to buy, and I didn't. And so now I feel like, oh no. As I said, I should have just bought it when I had the time, even if I didn't have the money, because now here I am with only 20 single action armies.
Does
How am I gonna get to
WGC
25?
WGC won't mail to Minnesota or the US?
No.
James,
They already were
what I see happening, James, is I see more companies importing directly from, because a lot of the wholesalers are still able to, because they're buying in
100%.
mass quantities. They'll be able to pay for the tariffs or absorb the tariffs or.
Well, it's not even the tariffs. The tariffs aren't the problem, guys. I mean, the tariffs are a problem. Anything UPS related, you're going to get dinged on. So if you've ordered parts from the UK or Europe that's going air postal, or what do they call these? What air Brit? I
DHL.
don't. What's that? DHL also doesn't get flagged as far as I know. So depends on UPS, which is a US based company, is automatically tagging everybody because they're trying to compensate for other things where they're not making money or they're losing on the tariffs. They're like, so anyway, we don't need to spiral out on that.
I'm wondering
is
how
always
many
gonna
of those just UPS being UPS and.
No, that's what it is. I keep saying this. It is.
It's not
It
the
is a
companies
fact.
they're shipping from. Yeah.
No. You are already getting hit with tariffs from the companies that are shipping.
Yeah, when
It's
you hit checkout,
UPS
that's
is
all
their bank
calculated.
account.
Yeah.
They are padding their bank account because they are losing money generally. Here's the thing. They're not. That's what they're saying. I think they're just collecting extra money. And for those that haven't seen, I actually got an email 2 weeks ago from some UPS legal thing that said some of your transactions are probably valid for refund, but it'll take 15 years for you to get the money. So
That's 15 years, dude. You'll
I
love
mean,
it.
I'm going to get $27 back. So
I'm gonna fucking file that away.
what David just said is 100% true, though.
2.
The companies, Evic, yeah, write it down. David was right. Places like Evic, places like the larger importers are still going to be able to, and it's not tariffs, though they do have the money for that. It's because they already have relationships with the ATF and importing for customs.
Yep.
So if you want a GBBR, you're not going to get it directly. You're not going to be able to find it online. I would strongly recommend you order no AR. Let me just go order no GBBR related guns.
Just don't order
Maybe-
anything. It's not coming.
I was going to say guns in general is probably your safest bet if you're worried about if you're worried about your $300, $300 to $500 to $1,000, don't order from overseas until this is cleaned up. And that might not clean up until this administration is out. So, yeah, be aware. But that also means when you see a new Lancer Tactical MWS come in, sold at Airsoft GI or something, and you want it, don't wait, because now there's going to be a limited supply of some very specific items. If you want the MTW shotgun, shorty, you should probably pre-order it right now.
And payment.
I know. I got it.
Total
Too
sidebar
bad it's
tangent.
American made, so I don't gotta worry about it.
Not all the components are, so we'll see. For anyone who has seen Lioness Season 3, Episode 1, there's a huge drone. It was amazing. I loved it.
When's episode 2?
Not soon enough.
I know.
There is a drone scene, and the guy basically pulls out, I don't know what it is, but like he pulls out an AR shotgun. Alex, and starts popping drones, and I was like, I wanted one. So I'm not saying, Alex, I've pre-ordered the MTW Shorty shotgun. I'm not telling you that, but I'm telling you I've thought about it. And the added benefit is then I would have one before you, which would be that would just be gravy on top of everything.
No,
that whole episode was great. We can sit here and talk that whole episode if we want. You know, we should just do
guys,
a Lioness podcast.
Lioness? If you want gear, guns, tactics that aren't real, watch it. It's a great show. Yes, it is a Taylor Sheridan show. I don't know. I don't care how you feel about it, Taylor Sheridan. It's a great show.
I don't even know who that is.
And that's why you don't have an MTW Shorty SBS shotgun on order.
Yeah, whatever.
Speaking of upgrade parts, I was kind of browsing the YouTube thingy. There's a website online. You go, it's YouTube or something.com. You can see videos and stuff. I was browsing that. It's new. And came across another creator who was spotlighting a website.
Okay.
And it is airsoftsupgrades.com. He has put together a site that's kind of like, what is the site that's for computer parts? I can't think of the top of my head.
Newegg?
Best Buy, Circuit
No.
City.
PC part picker, like PC part picker,
Oh, sure. Okay.
where you can put it apart and it's going to give you a list of places to buy it, what their prices are, and all that. So I think it has potential. It's new, but you can put in a part that you want. It's going to give you all the prices of where it's available.
What's the name of it again?
I'm going to drop it in chat real here.
Yeah, please do. All right. And so we're not endorsing this,
Nope, just
but we think it's
pushing it out.
interesting, pushing it out. And if the person who is in charge of this wants to get a hold of us, I'm interested in it. Because here's the interesting thing, guys. If there's someone willing to do that work, cool. If they take a little cut off the top, cool.
So there is no paywall for searches. I believe after 10 searches, he asks that you just create an account.
Oh, sure.
So my understanding is what he did was he went around and got a bunch of affiliate. So he makes his money by you clicking on the link and purchasing from said people. But and I believe he still has everybody on there, but if you click on, if one of the places is cheaper that he has an affiliate link for, he makes a compensation off of it. And I bet you slowly but surely as this grows, he'll end up getting more and more accounts with more and more people. But there's people on there that are showing up that have no affiliates, so he's not making a dime off those ones. But yes, fine, I'll put it in Discord.
And here's a shout out to remember that both the Minnesota Airsoft Association and Project Echo both have Discord channels. A lot of chatter on those. If you want private sales in the Midwest, that's probably your best bet at this point as well. So between the two of our Discord channels, there's a lot of traffic there. There's not a lot of buying, but there's a lot of selling. So that's interesting. And as that all relates back to the initial topic of overseas purchasing is difficult.
Yep.
So just be careful what you're buying. Guns. So here's again where I'll say this is the new e-smoker. This is an airsoft gun. This is the new e-shooter Smoky BT Flare BT Compact. This is the shorter version of. This is my silo. So much smaller. It's still a chrono. Still a tracer. Still a smoky.
Everything.
Yeah,
Just everything compact.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's so funny that your mic suppresses it.
That's good. I didn't want it. No, it's actually the e-shooter that's actually
it's
an
that
airsoft
suppressed.
suppressor as well. Little smoke there, pretty cool. I was shooting into a target, by the way. I wasn't just shooting randomly into the background of my office, my studio. I mean,
That would have been awesome.
The studio audience was wearing face protection. So I'm really excited to try this. The reservoir is very small, though. I'll just say this right now. The battery, I think, is not the problem. I think the reservoir is going to run out. So I do know our friend Josh wanted to try. There's a Knights Armament fatty can that you can put a Ace Tech Brighter C into. It just screws right in. We were hoping this would as well. It does not, but we're
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't. It's got too many threads. So we're trying to decide what the best course of action is. We'll work on it later. The other thing I'll say about this is I haven't tested a red. So for those that haven't seen this, the Ace Tech Quadra S.
Is it threaded in the barrel? Or is it in the...
No.
The one on his gun.
The can, which is a Knights can, has its own flash hider. So the base of the can screws into that. So it's got about this much extra space of material that includes threads to screw the tracer into.
And so the threads are like that long?
That's how long the total is. The threads themselves is maybe a half inch.
And it's too much?
I think they're trolling me in chat.
Okay, let's see what they're saying here. I like David's airsoft gun. Are you showing an airsoft gun? Were you showing an airsoft gun? Oh. Let's talk about that. So this is more so we're going to do more content on the compact, but right now it's like the silo, it's just smaller. So the only thing I was going to say is I haven't tested red BBs. I have tested red BBs in this Quadra S, and they actually worked. So maybe the technology is a little different since this is the new e-shooter. We'll see.
Are you
I'm
gonna
hoping,
run? Are
but
you gonna transport that one like you do and pull the batteries?
I probably will. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing with mine now. I'm gonna see how it.
And I guess since we've talked about that, guys, I started to have a problem. When did that start? It was at one of the bigger games we went to, where my e-shooter, doesn't matter which one, but my e-shooter, I could not get, it was fully charged, but I could not get it to turn on. And the reset for that is to pull your battery leads and then replug them in. And I just got to the point where after I charge these now, I'm just pulling the batteries, and so when I plug it in, it turns on right away. And so that's, I've seen other people complain about how their units have broken, but I don't know if they've pulled their battery leads and replugged them in. Should you have to do that?
My problem.
No.
My problem with mine was that I feel that it would turn on, and I think the fan was engaging because when I would get to a place, I would pull the can off and it'd be just gooey.
Slimy with stuff. Yeah, I did notice that too. Which, that's why if you have sleep mode and bump mode turns back on those units, that seems like a good thing. But like if you shove them in a bag, and this is any unit. This is even the Ace Tech units, which have any of the bump on technology. I actually would rather turn my unit off and turn it back on. So, and my silo's the one that's been acting up the most. So now I'm just globally unplugging all of my units after I charge them. Obviously, you have to charge.
I will
you can't charge them
make sure that I keep the sleep mode and the bump mode on for one of my games. So if I set it on the
games, yes, 100% agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need a haircut.
You do need a haircut. That's in chat. It says, "Look at this hippie." How do you feel about green gas versus CO2 for sidearms? Let's talk about that, David.
So I hate green gas because I hate how every time you buy a new magazine, like you fill it twice and then it just doesn't want to go. So I'm like, hey, my gun came with a CO2 nozzle. I'm like, I'm just gonna say screw it. CC had magazines for sale. I bought 2 CO2 magazines. Took the gun apart, put the new part in so I would run CO2. Ran a magazine through it. Was like awesome. Filled another magazine, and then was out on the range and someone goes, "Hey, something just fell out of your gun." I'm like, "Huh?" Looked at the front of my gun and, well, there's one part of my outer barrel. There's the other part of my outer barrel. They're supposed to be together. I even tried to JB weld it and I was impatient, so that didn't work. So
no.
I just went on Airsoft Megastore and bought a new one. It'll be here Saturday. I believe that myself in my haste, again, I'm not afraid to pull things apart at a field. So in my haste, I'm pretty sure I got the barrel in and it was just a hair crooked and wasn't seated right. And the slide recoiled, caught the edge, and one too many times, but it chronoed.
So here's my question.
It chronoed fine.
For your purchase from Airsoft Megastore, and actually, shout out to Airsoft Megastore. Sometimes they have stuff that no one else has. So,
yeah.
Did you order 2 barrels just in case?
Techo 2's fault, and he wasn't even there. No, because I may or may not have allegedly found a file on the interweb that can 3D print these.
You people and your 3D printing. There's only so far I'm willing to go.
But funny story, Evike sells these. They didn't sell one I liked, so that's why I went to Megastore. But they also sell the 3D printed ones. This barrel, which I can't get this barrel because this color was only sold with the gun because it was a limited edition. So I just went black. I'm not worried. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, once you go black,
you never go back. But especially in that size, I don't know. That's definitely not a British broadcasting company thing. So The steel or aluminum, aluminum, whatever the hell these things are, was like $22 at e-bike. Not bad price. The 3D printed one was like $39. I'm like,
Did it have different looks?
no, it actually looked like crap.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm gonna pull an Alex. It was crap.
I think there's too many, and I say this as someone who's getting ready to buy some 3D printed parts for his DM32 radio, which I don't even own yet.
Hey, did you order me one?
I didn't know if you needed me to, so that's kind of why I was waiting.
You're gonna use my
So
affiliate
awesome,
link?
Brandon. We certainly can.
No, because I never got it.
It's in my Discord, brah.
So no, I used one that you sent me. You sent me that
So
affiliate.
technically, he already got that. When you refund it, does the affiliate money get taken back? That's the question. If not that I would endorse this. This is a joke, Amazon. We could just order a bunch of stuff then return it, but David will still get a kickback.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I used your stupid affiliate and then I never got it.
That's why it didn't work. It's the affiliate link that was the problem.
Okay.
I swear to God, I used it and it's like your package is lost. Ask if you want a refund. I was like,
How
yeah.
is that? How is that the affiliate code's problem? That's an Amazon
Because you're the
problem.
one that told me to use the
It's
link.
Filipino logic. It's Filipino logic.
What'd you buy? What one would you buy? The radio?
The link that you gave me.
Oh no, for the radio.
Yes.
I'm gonna
It's exactly the same
Filipino
link I
logic.
used. It was exactly the same radio.
The link
Slim
that you
bot.
gave me,
I-
I clicked on it and I ordered it, and it never came, so I got a refund.
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. So,
Oh, well,
Uh,
never again.
Never
again.
again. So he's calling it. So there's a lot of comments here about CO2 versus green gas. I hate CO2, and I will not use CO2 on any gun that cycles because most of them.
I've never
are not
used
built for it.
CO2 other than in a Thunder Bee.
I've used CO2 for all my revolvers, and that's Vulture
Just
mentioned
have
that
to.
because you have to, right?
Did you ever use that one green gas thing?
So I bought these, and I don't think I talked about them enough. I bought these CO2 cartridges that you can fill with green gas, and my initial tests were it sucked balls. Enough that I was like, nope, I'm not going to try it again. I'll also say that my Elite Force smoke wagons shoot 2 joules with 3.2 BBs. So I'm saying this now so people know. I also think chronoing pistols is stupid, but I recognize if I blast someone in the face at close range, that 2 joules is going to suck.
That's why you have
relative.
the reason why they have the chronos because of people with the CO2s.
I mean, I had a guy earlier this season ask me if I knew a trick of lowering the FPS on his 2011. Actually, it might have been a 1911 running CO2 mags, and I was like, run green gas mags, which will drastically change and lower potentially your pistol, but also.
But that's if you're using standard green gas. If you go to like 150 psi green gas,
If you go to black gas or red gas
Ooh.
or magenta gas,
pink gas.
I do have a couple cans of black gas that I've never used, but like mostly here's why it's not a good comparison for me. I hardly use a pistol. I think the last time I counted, I have 27 pistols. I use almost none of them.
I'm just
Like I bring
Pistol's a
this one
waste
to.
of space.
I want one
Say it
for
again?
Starburst.
It's a waste of space. At least for me.
I will probably bring one as a sidearm to Starburst because it's very likely that it's Starburst, which I know, guys, some of you are tired of us hearing about Starburst. Tough. We're going to keep talking about it. Eventually, I'll probably just drop my rifle and only carry a launcher. And so I need something to shoot rather than just shoot. Actually, I'm going to start carrying the tag and shotgun shell rounds too, Alex. That's the other thing I'm going to start carrying. Just so I can shoot.
No,
people.
just to have rounds.
I needed something to shoot people. I don't have anything to shoot people with. So that's proven to be a problem. So
I was gonna say, what's his face? Index had some rounds like that, reusable shotgun rounds.
yeah,
That
it's
are
just
really-
refills. Yeah.
No, like he 3D printed a whole like cap for it.
Yep. No,
Like
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
So it doesn't blow off. It shoots, and then you can just keep reusing it.
Yeah. No, I've seen it.
Okay.
I actually think
I've
they're
never-
interesting. It's such a niche need. Like again, like I was telling these guys chat that for this weekend's Big Lake Tactical game, I have 3 bandoliers that I'm not gonna bring tag-ins because it's just not worth it to me to shoot real tag-ins. I'm gonna sneeze. I could have muted that, but
Bless
that's a
you.
free sneeze. First one's for free, chat. After that, you got to pay for it. For all you sneeze freaks.
Is that a thing?
I'm gonna have a Hawkeye quiver of shells to use, both at BLT this weekend, at GAG in the fall, and then when we go to Starburst, I'll add in special explosive rounds. Like I really enjoy the thought of
I
being able
really
to
wish I had a
pick my
launcher for
round.
this weekend.
I mean, I could bring one, but
No, I'm looking at somebody else.
is he here? Is Meta? Oh, he's
Yes.
right there. Also, MetaMan, I'm going to send you some Index and maybe some Tag and Peckers so you can compare both weights and different kinds of rounds. I know you're enjoying 3D printing your own, but I'll as a person who tends to buy the stuff, not make the stuff, I'll give you the consumer side.
And yes,
Blowback CO2 pistols are amazing. I'm not arguing they're not amazing. I'm just arguing they're going to blow up your goddamn gun. And here's the other thing, guys. Anything made in Japan, did we have this discussion already? Anything in Japan, Slim Tack
Under a
mentioned this
tool, I
last time. Yeah, they're capped. Like that's why they
Like
only use
0.8?
134A duster gas. They will never. Their guns aren't made for anything. They flat out say Tanaka, Marushin, Maruzen, Tokyo Marui, don't use stronger gas. You're going to blow up our guns. Are they the norm? They are not anymore, obviously. But that's why Japan, anything from Japan, when I see people go, I blew up my Tokyo Marui GBBR because I ran blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, dip. Those guns are not rated. Legally within Japan, they cannot have guns that shoot higher than, I can't remember what the FPS is.
When I was buying like the
20.
870 parts for it, a lot of them say like, HFC.
Yep, 100%.
And they either say HFC or they say green gas or high pressure.
I think it's the Sword and Shield Act of early 80s. Like, yeah, none of their guns can shoot hot. So it just changes perspective on some of your replicas.
I don't know. Ask what's his face, Slim. He's been there.
Yeah, I mean I think that's why we talked about it, is when Slim was talking about Japan. How did this start? You were talking about how
134A. Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's Japan.
Yeah,
that is 100% Japan. You can't use anything. They say don't use anything higher than 134A in any of our guns. This is also why their guns, like their mech boxes, their original mech boxes aren't designed to take larger springs. That's why their version 2 mech box is great.
Joules is 1.8 or 0.88 joules, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is. Chat, someone Google this for us. What are the FPS? I don't think they do joules. What are the FPS / joule?
Well, then you got Europe, like Germany, where you're not even allowed to have full auto. I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
just wild.
too. Which I saw that somewhere else, and I was like, oh, that's super weird to me. But
or New York to make
like,
you paint all your
do you
guns
stop
pink.
that?
Say that one more time, David.
Or New York, we have to paint all your guns pink.
Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness. Shout out to our friend Andrew Ho, though, the original pink Hello Kitty gun user. Alex, what was that?
It's like, how do you stop full auto in Europe? Like, if you're in Germany, like, oh, don't put it on full auto.
No, I think that they literally cannot have it even have the ability to full auto.
Here's the thing: if you're coming from another country and you go into Germany for a game, I mean, you're rolling the dice.
Yeah, I know a few people, they gotta, if they're running certain FCUs, they have to go in and do the tournament lock on it for X amount of hours and change their selector.
That's a normal thing.
Oh, geez, what a hassle.
Yeah.
Vulture, you won a 1911, but your magazine kept on falling out. What kind of holster were you using? I still have to do my video on holsters.
Or were you using your pocket? He was using his pocket, I bet.
Pocket or a fold-over holster. Also, I guess the button on a 1911 is very
as
prominent.
he's pulling it, instead of hitting the safety, he's hitting the mag release.
Things happen. Like, I saw at high intensity, the same guy lost 3 mags? I think it was 3, maybe it was 2. Doesn't matter. He lost more than 1 mag on field during the same mission. And I was like, what the hell? What are you people carrying your gear in? I realize you don't have to have Gucci. You do not have to have Gucci. but what are you carrying your gear in that you lost multiple mags? And then I hit it up with, is your name on your gear? And the guy was like, no. And I was like, dude, clearly not a fan of this stream, or he would have heard us say, put your name on your gear.
Put your name on your stuff. Yeah.
Speaking of fans of the stream, I will give kudos to everybody who came and stopped by the table and either bought stuff or wanted to talk.
Thank you.
It was a good weekend for supporting the stream and the MAA and Project Echo. Appreciate
Absolutely.
everybody who stopped by. Metaman, you're gonna get banned from this stream very fast.
It's James's fault. This is the thing.
He's already been.
They're just feeding off each other. We're just gonna start ignoring chat. That's not true. We're not gonna ignore chat. Yeah, cheap universal holster. Shame. I'm yeah, man. If you're
You
not,
said it perfectly. You people buy $300 guns and then buy the cheapest, crappiest holster that they. Like,
I would never have
you
said
know?
something like that. I probably would have said something like that.
No, you totally said all that.
Yeah, I do say that. It's
You say
really
it all
just
the
one of
time.
those things that.
No, you tell everybody they should buy all Condor.
I mean, here's the thing: buy Condor. Condor has some great gear. I think they also sell a wraparound holster. Do not buy a wraparound holster. No
that
one
holster-
should buy a wraparound holster.
I
Affiliate
have not
link in
had
the
a bad
Project Echo
experience with
Discord.
that holster, but I know what you're saying.
But you also don't.
And
You also said you don't carry pistols.
That was my second thing I was gonna say.
Sorry,
I
I
haven't
took
carried it
your
enough.
thunder.
I've never carried it enough to like run into an issue like that. But when I have used it, it worked fine.
I mean, I used to run them too. So here's where I will say, and I think I started to get into this. If you have a wraparound holster, if you have a wraparound holster, get rid of it. If you have a holster that has 2 leg straps, get rid of it. If you have a holster that has 1 leg strap, where is that leg strap? If it's not anywhere but pressing your balls, it's crap. Get rid of it. Everything should be on high hip, 3 o'clock, or like a mid drop. So maybe a couple inches down, and that strap should be uncomfortable looking and feeling.
It should literally
If
be
you're
at,
strapping anything to
it should
your leg,
literally
I'm
be at the
questioning
point
that.
when you put your hand down, it's right there.
Yeah.
It
I
should
mean,
be,
your ideal situation is for a drop leg. I don't even want to say that anymore. It's your natural resting place of your hand within a couple inches.
Yep.
Like when it's on your hip, you're gonna have to lift to draw. That's just the case. But like if you're looking for something that's a modern drop leg, it's at your resting spot of your hand, or
I
relatively.
have it in their pockets.
And honestly, that's actually not the reason for that drop. The reason for the drop is it's below your plate carrier and maybe your cummerbund. So, but either way,
and for
that's
your
Gabe's
AR
rules.
and for your
By the way, I
AR
don't have
sitting
any of
there,
those.
it's still below. It's still below your rifle as it's sitting in the rest position on your holster or on your sling.
I mean, depending on who you are, my rest position is flat against my chest for my rifle. Nothing should go to my side unless I push it to my side. And if anything, I'm going to pull it the other way so that I can go to my side.
Well, I mean,
but
just
don't care.
as it's resting here, you can still hold with one hand
Oh,
and
absolutely.
reach.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to you guys, operators.
I mean, I am a tier 1 operator.
And tier 1.
I will be a
Cheers,
tier.
Doctor.
I will be a
Are you
tier 1 operator. I will
Cheers,
be a
Doctor
tier 1
operator.
after October.
In theory, we could get to our five tier 1 marker by next year
Nah,
if we keep doing if we keep doing what we've been doing.
I know. We'll see. I don't want to be, tier 1. That'd be like too good. So
Yes. I mean, yes, we don't want it. We are of the people, chat. We don't want to become better than other people. I mean, any more than possible. Molotov says at BLT NBA Mercenaries game, I will be going and bringing SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Fireteam Bravo 3 on the PSP. PSP stand for
PlayStation Portable.
what?
PlayStation Portable.
PlayStation Portable. Oh, so you're gonna play video games the night before the game. Okay, I wasn't sure where this was going.
No, he's
that's how you
probably
I don't
get
know.
fired
on
up, dude.
On
Hey,
the
are we gonna
field.
play together at Big Lake? I promise I won't switch. I was gonna say I promise I won't switch teams. That's not true. I'm not going to
I
promise
think
that
we'll
'cause
play
I love
like we
some
normally
Christmas.
play, Gabe. We'll start together for like 2 minutes and then we get lost.
And then we'll separate. To be fair, like, and shout out once again to Nick. Like Nick, and he was not just asking me; he was asking several people. But he was like, "How's this game going?" Like they were really looking for feedback. And there were a couple times where I was like, "I'm gonna switch to the other side because I don't hear anything happening on the other side." He's like, "Yeah, please do." So I'm not saying that.
Well, he's
I'm saying
like,
I'm super sweet.
he comes up to me and he goes, the only way I can get anything to function is put you and Gabe on opposite teams.
That's pretty much how it had to happen. Because and then when we were both on the same team, certain things happened very quickly. Like
Yeah.
when I switched over to the other team for the first mission, we got the guy. Like I don't even think we were playing together for 10 minutes, and we're like, ding.
Hey, I still have I have that on video. Your
Oh, do we?
your
Sweet.
comment.
Which one? The one where I was trying to throw a grenade at Alex as he was dead and walking off the
You
field.
know, the
and
one
still
where I
wanted to
said
throw
get
a
on the
grenade
other team and you
Yeah.
a few choice words. You missed your opportunity, asshole, or something.
Yeah. Please post that. That will be hilarious.
Okay. I'll have to enhance it because it's a little quiet, but I'll work on it.
I am a very quiet player.
No, I was like
everybody
60
knows
yards from you. That's why. No, you
Oh,
were
yeah,
screaming.
I do remember that. I hate because I did switch back the next round too. Okay, what else do we got here? Hey guys, should we do weekly polls? Would there like, and if we did, what would be the venue?
No,
Like,
let them
so
choose it. Oh, weekly polls on what? Where we're playing? I was saying like a weekly poll.
like weekly polls.
Like as in,
I'm trying to remember what the name of the group. There's some European airsoft group that I follow on Facebook, and they do polls every day. And I don't engage every day, but sometimes I do, and they can be very interesting. Should we do polls? I don't know. Now they're just saying
What
hi
would
to
they
each
be
other.
of?
What's your favorite gun? What's your do you like CO2 versus green? Like I don't know. Like that this would be more work for us to try to think of interesting
that's what I was
questions.
saying. Maybe you ask, the people. Like, hey, let's do a thing on this. Poll on this.
Hey, let's do a poll to find out what our next poll is going to be.
I mean, that is where we're almost at. I just was wondering because, like, I actually feel like we get good engagement, decent engagement here on the streams, and it's fulfilling a goal for us for trying to get more views on both the Project Echo Airsoft channel and the Minnesota Airsoft Association YouTube channels. And I do a little bit of Instagram. David does much more on the TikTok side, but all of us, I think, have been focusing a lot more on the YouTube side. Polls on YouTube, like, I don't want to shoot more videos for that, but like I feel like we have over 5,000 people on the MAA Facebook group, but it's more of a casual Facebook thing, and not many people use Facebook anymore. Maybe we should push to IG.
No, we're pushing somewhere else here very shortly. It's coming back. My top 8 friends are coming back. My top 8 friends are coming back.
We'll see. AOP, AAP. It's a superior firearm. All the power of a Glock 17 in a weird frame that's half blowback because it's only the bolt that goes. Oh, a BB.
I still like my Glock 17.
That one there looks sexy. I would shoot that. I would play with that one because that looks like a Taurus something or another,
Now you make me hate it. I only like this because it's super small, so it can go in a mag pouch pretty easily. There's also no holsters available for it, other than the weird trigger guard one, which I hate. I hate trigger guard holsters, but that's just me.
I like my high kappa.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I love the Vanguard. I do really like the Osprey. Like I like a 2011 model, high kappa 2011 model. My thing is they're just big, chunky, thick boys.
Yeah, let me grab mine.
Grab it.
I'd go AAP01 Sensei Wolf.
Oh man, why ask that question? They are different platforms, though. I will say between a high cap, I still say the high kappa is the best all-around pistol you can buy because you can find literally every part for that gun. You can build a high kappa from one screw up. The AAP is not there yet, though. I'll say I have seen far more 3D printed chassis and parts for the AAP series than I have the high kappa. I don't know if that's just because.
No, the thing is though, you can drop your AAP and it's gonna work. You drop a high kappa, I don't think it's gonna work. Like
You
I
look
feel
at,
like you're gonna.
you looked, I
in
looked
Milwaukee
at,
to
I looked
Becky.
at my high kappa and it stopped working.
Yeah, I mean, your barrel did fly out the front. I mean,
But,
case in point,
but
Alex.
but in the whole regards, it's still shot and it's still shot accurate.
I don't know.
I like the high cap. I think it's a great gun. Again, just
I've
from
never
our
fired-
play style, Alex, we do not usually carry pistols anyway. So if we are going to carry one, it's going to be small.
My play
Which is
style is very unique.
Which is why I'm kind of surprised you enjoy a Glock 17. Like I have 3 Glock 17s and I do like them, but those are usually like those are the range guns we use at con, right? Like a lot of high
I
cap, a
will
lot of
say
people
this,
like high
like,
cap.
I bought the AAP01 just for the fact it was gonna survive anything. Like I saw you
And
guys use it. I
the
saw how you guys used them, how they were.
yeah,
And
the
I had
cost
it
ratio for an AAP is also just superior.
$100. You're not going
$100
wrong.
for an AAP versus 250 to 300 to higher depending on the brands you're getting. Like I wouldn't buy a Wii high kappa. Nope, I'm just not interested. But like now you got Arcturus, you got Army Armament, whatever AA is.
That's one of my next purchases is the
I guess when I
the
saw like
Arcturus
high
high
kappas
kappa.
going for like $500, $800.
Did you
It
get
was a
one?
huge turn off.
But this is the Vanguard. So the Vanguard is the more traditional. I'm sorry, Eric Bakiza, for racking my slide that way. This is the more traditional Vanguard 4.3. They make a 5. I always prefer smaller. This is what I would consider to be this is very loose. This is what I would consider to be the most standard high kappa version that they make. The Osprey is the one that has the captured barrel and only half slide moves. That's more like their race gun.
Oh yeah.
It's fantastic. It is fantastic. I don't know what I'm going to use it for game wise. I need to tighten this.
Mine won't stay together right now because it's missing a few parts. So, but like this is my high kappa.
Yeah, I mean, this is where there are so
right
many.
now it kind of just doesn't stay together without the internal parts in it.
I like this is a great. And if you want to talk about standard issue kind of stuff, like this is I see these on field more than just about anything else. And then you got
Actually looking at my Glock 17, it's shorter actually than the AAP that I have. Not much, but it is a little bit.
But the other half of the daddy daughter murder crew will need a pistol probably next year, and
in short order. Yeah.
and
I mean, the other thing that I think is important to think about is mags aren't totally interchangeable, so that's a thing.
That's actually why I bought the AAP.
Right. So like
because the Wii mag's sitting there.
An AAP in theory takes G series 17 mags, G17 series mags. So like I only run the lightweight TTI aluminum mags because like I camp. When I camp, I'm all about the weight. Like,
you should get those in CO2.
No, never. I'm looking at the chat. Lots of high cap. HP and mag adapters. HP and mag adapters are definitely more prevalent with the AAP because of the crazy builds. I can't remember what they call the 3D printed build where people have now moved the BB chamber to the front so they can put M4 or MP5 mags in.
Isn't that a whole lower receiver?
Oh, it's a whole lower. No, and it's fantastic. Josh has one. Like
Hot take.
Yeah.
What's that?
Hot take.
Hot take? What's our hot take? Is your hot take or someone's on you?
No, my hot take.
Go for it.
If you're HPA and your pistol like that, tapping it, go home.
Oh, I'm gonna totally do it now.
God.
Like I have HP. So like this is the funny thing to me is so like AAPs came out in 2019. Our friend Breach was a very early adopter. He's the one who got most of us into it. Once Caleb, Crunk, and I got into it, which was 2020, so it took about a year, we jumped in whole hog. That's why I own 6 AAPs now. I have an MP7 shell. I don't have one of the newer ones, and that's just because I just don't. It's because most fields have said you can't use AAPs with HPA adapters or mag adapters, and okay, well, if that's the case.
I will say if you go in 3D print
for 2 years.
If you 3D print something and turn it into looking like an AR or an SMG or something, tap it. Go for it because that's. But I feel that HPA belongs on your primary rifle only, and The fact of the matter is
That is a hot take.
as an HPA user or the reason why you have your pistol is because it's a backup in case something happens. Now your tank or your regulator takes a crap, and guess what? Now your pistol's out too because you're running a splitter or you're running off the same tank and you're off your HPA adapter. And what's the point? We're not speed
Sounds like you've had
softing
a
here.
whole lot of problems because I've never had a problem like that.
Yeah, I'll say we
run out of
probably ran
gas?
our AAPs with HPA adapters. Now, the AAP full auto capability is a known issue, and they've never improved it. So, like, there's a lot of people who buy AAPs and immediately replace the TTI trigger assembly or the hammer assembly. I don't think you need to do that, but I have also fragged guns very quickly, running them on HPA because HPA is higher pressure.
Ask Metaman.
But we've run, like, I think this is when, so this is a couple, so again, 2020, 2021, start of COVID, but the COVID years, we ran those AAPs as super lightweight short guns with EPM ones.
You ran them as
And-
SMGs.
I mean, that's what we were running them at because nobody had rules for them yet. Like, we're the reason locally, to some degree, that now you can't use them anymore. You can use them at open sessions, but like all the larger, like, we're not the only, the reason the milsim groups stopped allowing it is because more people started to try to do it. So that was a fad. I still think
every
I
time
still think
someone
it's neat.
walks on a field and they have their pistol tapped with the M4 mag or whatever, you know what I see in my head?
Baby Jesus dying.
Well, not even that. I see a whiner who goes and plays freaking Speedsoft.
I mean, that was my Speedsoft era. All I wore was neon clothing. That's not true at all.
Speed
were lead
softers
operators.
are toxic.
Wow, we know some Speed Softy people. Take it easy on them.
Okay,
This is an
everybody has their
inclusive,
bad apples, but
brand.
I've seen more bad apples than not. And
You
that's
know
my
how old
opinion.
mine is? How old this adapter is?
How old is that adapter?
Do you remember primary airsoft?
I mean, that's all mine are primary airsoft. Primary
Are
airsoft's
they?
still around, aren't they?
I don't think it is.
Like, I actually
I
like their adapters more than anybody else's. So if they're gone, I
I
feel
thought-
terrible.
Because I bought this thing, right when that fad came out.
For what gun?
So, for my Glock.
For Glock 17? Yeah.
Yeah.
We all bought them. Like, we were all primary airsoft guys. That's not true. Caleb bought, what was the other really popular brand at the time? Starts with a C? Whatever it was. We had a couple kinds. We were early adopters, and all I'm saying is I don't mind it. And you're right,
Wolf.
though. People who run pistols do tend to be more speed softy, but that wasn't why we were doing it. We were just doing it. And we are known, I will not deny this, my crew in general, Alex has rules written for him at TCA because his guns were too loud and too fast. There are different rules for gag because Caleb and I complained about stuff. Like, we do push the limits, I'm not going to lie. But
The too loud one was pretty wild.
there's no but, by the way. We just push the line. If something new comes out, this is honestly, Alex, why I'm really interested in that shotgun too. I don't even know how people will chrono it. and I
No,
don't
no,
care.
I
There's a
will
way to
say,
chrono it.
Wolf, I will
It
say
shows you how to
that
chrono
I
it in instructions.
I played competitive paintball when speedball started to become popular and they ruined paintball. And I see the same thing at times happening.
I think the valid point David is making is he's over 40 and he doesn't have enough clouds to yell at.
No, I just
Who, me?
people walking on my damn lawn.
No. David, yeah. No. I mean,
It's a
There should be
different
room for
style.
all of
You
them.
can't.
Oh,
You're not going to
100%.
change it.
No,
yeah. And here's the thing. The reason I'm not a speed softer is because I can't run. So it doesn't matter what platform I have. I could have the most platformy, the most speed soft platform and wear neon clothes and a head wrap instead of a hat, and I would still not be at speed softer. Not because I wouldn't like to play that way. I'm actually really interested how indoor airsoft ends up going in Hutchinson.
So that's that.
Like-
I will put the caveat
That
on
is
this.
speed soft.
I will put the caveat on this. You go to an indoor field that's all QCV, and you're running your tapped whatever, running speed stuff, good. That's the time, that's the place, that's where it's meant to be.
Well, I think that'll be a very interesting thing for a lot of people who play woods or outdoor, because if you've never played real indoor, especially against guys who have played speedball, you're going to get trampled. Because it's about movement.
Yeah.
Like if you're a player who's like, I'm going to get behind cover and I'm going to wait, that's why when you guys watch videos on other YouTube channels, are there other YouTube channels? I guess
Yes,
there
there's two.
are. But
Ours.
yes, if you watch the indoor play, the guys who do really well, really they're the rushing guys. And when I say rushing, not Russian,
Vodka. I need
they're
vodka.
speedy. Yeah, they play fast. After you invoke that, Aiden's going to jump back in. Vulture Derek, yes. Shotguns, like I want that indoor field to have. This is where do they allow, like they're gonna have to have classes, right? And when I say classes, I mean classes of guns and tiers. Like, because I will run my AAP with an HPA adapter and MPM and EMP ones.
No, it's
unless
all
they have
about
a rule that they can't.
no. It's all about appealing to the jewel rate. Everyone's got their AEGs out, rifles that will not adhere to the lower jewel rate.
Yeah, because I will assume that indoor airsoft is going to be everything under one.
I would assume.
For instance, over in what do you call it, Wisconsin, they were FPS was 350 under 350, I think it was, or 300.
For Airsoft Arena, you're talking about.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, and most people's airsoft guns aren't that.
Well, this is where people will start. If indoor airsoft does well, people will start to build indoor loadouts.
Yes.
Loadouts including gear. I mean including guns. And I'm all for that, frankly.
I will have a bubble suit.
I would expect that field to not allow any full auto, which bums me out, but okay.
I will imagine it'll be full auto with pistols.
Nope, I don't think they should.
I would agree.
If you do, so let me take that back. Or if you do, you're going to change your rules quickly. Like the guys who are opening that, they know airsoft. They'll watch national rules of indoor locations and they'll follow.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. I feel they're gonna do it right and they're gonna do it well. And I feel they're gonna do it right and they're gonna do it well because he always comments when I share his posts, so he's cool. That's the only.
Okay.
That's my only. My only criteria.
Okay, I'm just looking at. Sorry, I'm looking at other comments. Hey, remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I just heard a recent thing that said such a bunch of bullshit. Fast is fast and smooth is smooth. They don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Here's the deal. I'm going to go down to indoor airsoft and I'm just going to bring a case of EGs with me.
I was going to say, if they don't have grenade rules, they better figure them out.
Well, we're going the first game that it's full public open play, and if I don't see a grenade rule, I'm just lobbing a case of grenades.
Thing I don't know about that location is, looking at I don't know if that's a industrial location that might have
water sprinklers.
The sprinkler system.
No,
if it does,
I've been peeking. I've been peeking in the pictures and all. There's no sprinklers because they're old chicken coops. They're chicken coops.
This looks like a big open warehouse kind of thing. So if that's the case, still, I don't know if you want to do that because now you're also dealing with the sound. And as we've already experienced, like I might have double grenaded some people at high intensity last weekend, and they were like, "Well, gosh, that's loud," and I was like, "It is."
Nolan,
my service.
Nolan, where are you?
Did I grenade Nolan?
No, I grenaded him 6 times at Sheboygan in that stairwell.
I threw a Mark V and then rushed to a wall and then threw a EG67 right on top of the guys. And so I blew them up within like 3 seconds of each other. They were not super pleased by this.
Hey, there he is. There he is.
So I don't think... I think they're probably going to allow CO2 and green gas grenades. I don't think they're going to allow.
I almost bought one of those this weekend, actually. After the brunch, I was going to drive to the Airsoft station to get one of those Thunder Seas.
I'm not buying that. I'm going to buy the 40 Max Whirlybirds. Those look to be the next generation of things I'm interested in.
Is that the one with the caps?
No, they're the ones that are green gas, but they load BBs.
Oh.
The design
Impact.
for the BB, its impact is similar to the 40 mics, now the KT40s, where it's just like a circular, it's like a winding staircase of BBs. So when it hits, it just sprays out in two directions of BBs.
Yeah.
Again, if you haven't seen the 40 millimeter Whirlybirds, the Whirlybird 2s specifically, that's probably what I'll buy. I want to review them
Like the
anyway.
Airsoft Innovation ones?
They're similar. They are them because Airsoft Innovations is gone. Those are the modern versions of those now.
Metaman, what's
As
the
is-
name of the ones
actually-
you got? What are the names?
As are the new Crytex. The new Crytex are also that, but they're also like if you hit someone in the head, you're gonna knock them out. They're
Ooh.
bricks.
Oh, they're like bricks.
Oh god, they're so heavy. Like I haven't done a proper test of it just because I don't care about those. The only place you would run those are in small indoor fields. So
And that's fine. It's kind of
yeah.
like well, I was thinking of that Thunder Sea. It's like, what if it starts leaking? So it's just gonna
Yeah.
blow up, and like
No,
it's just
usually
gonna
what ends
blow
up
up on your
happening is
gear?
that what usually ends up happening is when you throw it, there isn't enough pressure anymore, and you just throw in some. That's why I hate those Thunder Bees
Oh,
and the all the CO2 cartridges ones. So
I like the Thunder Bees. I
gross.
thought they were fun in indoor areas.
Gross.
You're gross.
But now I'm a pyro snob. So
I thought Thunder Bees were
Seas is
awesome
what they're
indoors.
called. So Sensei, well, is that the new CO2 versions? The Thunder Bees are now called Frag Seas.
Thunder Seas, I think.
Sensei Wolf says you're a damn liar.
Well, whatever.
There's one that uses primers now. Oh, so
There's always been ones that use primers.
I have some primer ones, and they should not be allowed. They are fantastic.
I'm pretty sure
I do not have primer ones for Airsoft games.
I'm pretty sure the grenades that if they show up that I bought won't be allowed either.
So like primer ones are not usually allowed even at larger milsim games.
Because they start fires.
And they're louder than 120 decibels.
Do you think anybody will let me use my thermite grenades if they show up?
I still am waiting to see if that comes in for you. Here's a PSA. So Molotov. Here's a PSA for everyone. Airsoft is for everyone. If you use toxic behavior at games, it's up to you to say something, be the change you want to see. I agree with that.
Guess what? I'm saying something. Speedsoft, you're toxic.
Whoa, shots fired.
I don't got anything
Stay out of the
against Speed Stop.
woods.
That's just a different play style.
Yeah, primer units, which we have purchased mostly from Europe, are awesome, but they are a bit. If people are worried about EG67s being too loud, if they're worried about Mark 5s, don't throw Mark 5s inside Connex. That's the new. That's a
After
new
you
rule from
pull it
Sensei's
with your
Airsoft.
teeth.
I mean, like, then a primer unit's gonna blow people away.
Yeah, or a flashbang in front of your
Real
face.
flashbang. Now that was different. That was thrown by a game organizer. It just so happened to land in your lap, Alex. And that's that's still a you problem. And by
Was this
you, I mean
after he
you.
fell in the hole?
No, that was the different game.
Oh.
So basically,
No.
have you had a traumatic experience at every Third Coast Airsoft game we've gone to so far?
Yes. 2 for 2.
Let's see if we can make it 3 for 3, chat.
No, dude. Like I'm gonna
Oh.
literally play it safe this one.
Nope.
Oh crap! Why would
I
you
am
say that? Why
literally
would you
just
say-
gonna follow
Look,
Alex with a camera.
Right, like now you've tempted the fates in a whole different way. Jeez, why would you do that?
Yeah. Now I'm afraid I'm gonna take a tagging in the head.
Hey, you could take a tag into
that is the
the
thing.
jewels and
I'll be honest, the pyro, like Third Coast Airsoft 100% recommends wearing helmets due to the amount of tagging being shot.
Or mortars.
And frankly, I thought that was all BS, but I was the one shooting most of the tagging, and no one was tagging me back. I hit some people really very closely, and I was like, ooh. And I will hopefully do that again. But similarly to not wearing a mouth guard, I expect that at some point there will be a comeuppance, and
It all depends on
I will
what
have
we're
to cash
doing.
the check.
It all depends on what we're doing in that game.
This is
If
also
you
why
and
I
I-
want to be in. If I'm not in a vehicle,
if we're doing technicals, then I'm holding
Yeah.
helmet and
I will still
like laying low.
bring a helmet. I will plan it out. If we end up in a Vic, I think you need it, especially if you're in a tower or in the turret of a Vic. But even just sitting in the back seat of a Vic, oof.
I'm surprised these organizers don't have the policy of helmet if you're going to be in a vehicle, period. Like,
No,
again,
you wanna be a
coming
tier
from the
one.
Army, your helmet was on if you were in a vehicle because
Yeah, I mean, but also consider these games also have speed limits and stuff like that, so they're not worried about certain things. But I'm more worried about getting hit on the head with a mortar than I am just about anything else.
well, you just want more people to wear helmets so you don't feel sorry when you target them on their head.
I mean, I didn't feel too bad about it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex heard me. I was cackling. There were times when I was straight up cackling. Oh man, I didn't video any. None of that was videoed. What a shame.
Don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of video
somebody's
at
got video of you
Starburst.
doing
I'd
it.
be internet famous.
Somebody's got a video of you.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm excited for it. I'm like, if we're gonna be doing technical stuff, I'll be playing a whole different style. And like today, like I was literally setting my setup for technical. So
Really? Were you? Well,
Yeah,
I mean, the
like
world's
today.
changing. You could end up for Hood. I think it would. Oh man, I don't think so. I think Hood is still going to be a poop show. I still think I'm going to shoot I think I'm going to run out of my $2,000 worth of tagging.
I don't
pretty
think
quickly.
so, man, because I feel like there's not enough open areas. I mean, I think there is.
I'm more. There are more buildings, and I wasn't comfortable shooting buildings with tagging. There will be less vehicles. Like we had 5 on. Was it 5 on 5 or 7 on 7?
Yeah, it was 5-on-5.
Like there was a lot of vehicles at Stonebreaker. I don't think there's going to be as many at Hood, which is a bummer. But
Don't worry.
why do I feel the mouth guard thing is for me? Like the fact that we're mentioning it? I don't know.
Because you got a tooth shot out, brah.
Maybe. Maybe.
No. Okay.
Never say what you're going to do. You're right. We need to be super circuit squirrel operators.
So yeah, like I said, like I was building all that stuff. Face mask, I wouldn't wear a mouth guard. Still gonna dude, yeah.
If we're in a Vic,
it's gonna hurt bad.
if I'm in a turret, I'm gonna armor up. I'll wear a helmet. I'll wear a full face mask. If I'm in it, I don't think I'm gonna wear a helmet, but I'd wear a mouth guard. I'd wear my face shield, just because I'd be worried about getting. So at Third Coast Airsoft games, you cannot shoot vehicles, meaning with your AEGs, with your rifles. They can only be shot at with launchables. That's also part of the problem. Like again, at the last one, I'll claim it. I'm claiming it. I shot a Taggin Reaper from quite a distance. It went in the passenger side window, bounced off the dash, went on the floor of the driver, and blew up at his legs, and it blew up his pants. And he had a pretty good.
Was that
It wasn't
Hawaiian
bloody.
shirt guy?
No. Later in the day, yes, that was him that we saw at the gas station.
Yeah.
But again,
Because
that's
he's got
expected.
Yes.
That's
like,
a
and they had their windows open, right? Like not everybody runs with windows open. Like that's the risk of that. I now know that if you're in a Vic with the windows down, you could get plugged in the face with a launchable. That does not sound good. I'm not worried about a mortar in a launchable unless I'm in the turret, but I also know better than to go in a turret. I don't go into turrets. Alex wants to go in a turret.
Oh yeah, I want to.
This is how he gets his third injury, is by going into a turret.
So
if Alex is in a turret, I'm setting up 6 cameras on that Vic.
It could be a thing. Actually, there's not enough good Vic. That's not true. Iron Legion has some great videos. I look forward to playing with Iron Legion buddies.
Cool.
Yeah, Iron Legion guys are wicked cool. Super cool guys. Very well organized. Great Vics. Great tactics. I look forward to playing with them again.
Yeah, likewise. I actually rolled with them a lot at GTI.
Yeah, you
I mean,
did more than I did.
They're hard to miss.
Yeah, that's
on
the
the
other
field.
thing. Except for their one vehicle going down. Hey, here's something that was interesting. I had a DM, and it wasn't anything too crazy, but I had a DM after last week's stream, and then on my follow-up, talking about Decision Matrix for what makes you want to go to games, and they basically said that my expectations for games seemed a little unrealistic. They seemed too high and they seemed a little
Really?
unrealistic. And I was like, well, clearly not. I mean, I found a game that had it. Is it more unique? I'll grant you that. But like I'm I'm at that stage in my airsoft career where I think I can, and I think everyone should have high expectations for what you expect at a game. But what is that? That's your own personal choice.
Okay.
But like, I didn't think they were unreal, and we had a good conversation about it. He was just like, the kinds of games you're talking about seem like national games, and I'm like, no, not all of them, but that's what I've decided to focus on. And
I didn't think you were talking about national games at all. It seemed like you were just talking about.
I thought I was talking local
games.
too, and we had a conversation outside on Saturday, David, where we were like with DT. So our friends DT and Smitty, shout out to DT and Smitty. We were talking about how like even at the national games, there's a point where that turns into an open session. It's just a much bigger open session with
What,
some
after
cooler
the
stuff.
after the national anthem?
I mean, after deployment.
Okay,
You go to
30 seconds after the
Okay,
national
yeah.
anthem.
Yeah. The second you start shooting at each other, it devolves into a regular airsoft game pretty quick with so like we're very, and I didn't like, we weren't going to say anything, but now I'm just planting the seed. We're very interested to see your reactions to a national game. And everybody who's going to be the first time going. So like there's a large group of people going from Minnesota this year, guys, to Starburst specifically. But like every year there's more Minnesota players going to national games. And when they go to those national games and they come back, that's when I think you start to see expectations for things locally change or get
So
requested.
you're saying
or
I'm
maybe
going to
people-
retire from local play?
I'm saying you might be more selective, or you might come back and go, you know what we should do? We should do this.
No, you're going to compare Starburst to all the other national games.
I mean, this isn't a new thing though. All the
I
way
know.
back to Lion Claws games and like, and we know people who go to Milsim West games, and I've said this before. That is not my play style anymore. Nope. David's still interested. Nope. I do not need that.
You know,
I
do
think
think
I'm
like
going
the
to try
Claus
to.
games.
I think I'm going to try to run one next year, but as media,
Interesting.
just
Yeah.
media only. Do the media kit and go as one.
You know what? No. You know what? Their media requirements are also pretty high.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just like no different than Third Coast media requirements. UN helmets, plate carriers, specific colors.
That's not what's different. You're embedded too. You can't just walk off.
Oh yeah, 100%.
At AMS and at Third Coast Airsoft, if you're going to be media, you do have more freedom. I think Milsim West takes all. You are an embedded
Mm-hmm.
media like you would be if you were embedded with a platoon overseas.
No,
Like,
I feel,
you
and
gotta-
I watched a few people and I've talked on a few different forums. I've talked with some media people. You get the leeway because you can role play like you're going back to the FOB or going back to the CP to write a story. And then so if you need to pull out,
it's a little easier.
it's a little
And,
easier.
yeah. I do think that's true. But I mean, the
It's
standards
like you
at
want
a
to play
Milsim-
the game, but you don't want to play the game.
Well, I want to go and
I
get
wanna
the
say that.
experience and then see what it's about, and maybe even that would be the workup. Because I've said that if I go to a Milsim West game, it's going to be one of the short ones first, and then work my way. One of their 12, 14, 16 hour.
I thought they were like all like West Coast.
They're all in areas that can be very difficult. Like the terrain is just by the nature of the kind of gun games they're running. But I think the terrain is very difficult usually. But people are saying our group can generally trip. Yeah, like that's the other thing, right? Like how much money do you have capacity for? Like here's where I'll say going as media, some places make you pay. Some places, once they know you're legit and like you have maybe a YouTube channel or something like that, they're more forgiving. Like AMS flat out said we could come back to AMS and not pay to be media again. That would be wonderful. I'm going to go either way. It's not like the media
Yeah.
passes were exorbitant anyway. But like you have to honor the game in a different way when you're media, when you're true media, not just the player who's got a cam on your head. When you're going as true media, there's some expectations there from the organizers. So
Yeah, like
Yes,
what Vulture
yes,
said.
B-Fly,
One to
and
one.
I didn't see that B-Fly was here. Yes, B-Fly, 100%. I'm too old for it.
No, I want to eat something. Like I
Is
don't
that
want
just
to.
general term? You want to eat something like right now,
Every
or
time, every day, dude. I'm always hungry. So I don't know. I don't want to go to a game, and be like, oh, I can't leave the fields. Like, dude, I really gotta take a shit. Like,
you can take a shit? You're just under fire the whole time.
yeah. I know you gotta take a
Grab
nap
your
with your,
shovel out, dig a
I gotta take
hole.
a nap with my goggles on.
Yeah.
No
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
Yep. In fact, if you are in a position where you're like, screw you guys, I'm not going to do night
Yeah, I know.
patrol,
They kick you out.
or
They
I
kick
mean,
you
yeah,
out for sucking.
for
If you
what?
suck and they don't like you, you get kicked out.
I mean, that's maybe a little strong embellishment, but you do have standards. Milsim West has 100% has standards, where every other game organizer will be like, this, be safe, do what you need to do, but try to stay in the game. Milsim West will, yeah, they do have rules.
You suck. Get out. Go
I
back to your
mean,
car. You can't keep up. Go to your car. You're
I
done.
mean, I'm not going to say that's wrong. I'm also going to
You
say
fell asleep at watch. Go get out.
that, yeah, I mean, yeah, man, but that's what you're buying into. And as we've had in
Military
previous discussions,
simulation.
like, people say milsim, that's the top. That's the top military simulation that you can get into,
That's
that
top
you can
LARP.
pay for to do.
That's tier 1 LARP.
Yeah, because there's also blank fire, and there's a lot of stuff going on at Milsim West, and I speak about it just because I've heard enough about it, but I have no practical experience, and once again, very little
I
interest
listen
in
to
it.
a Guerrilla Airsoft podcast, and they are always talking about, like every time they have a show, it's always like, let's recap Milsim West. And it's
Yeah,
always at that place in California that
we do the same
what do you-
thing, man. We do the same thing, just with different games. Everybody
No.
everybody talks about the games they know about, man. I think it's fair. It just
Well, that's what they like to talk about, and that's fine.
yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
listening to them talk about it, it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm more convinced that it's not for me. When I listen to other people, our friends Chris and Paul, and the guys from Action Sports Wisconsin have gone to a lot of Milsim West games, and they have told stories that just sound terrible, and none of it had to do with play. All of it had to do with
I watch a lot
just
of
getting to the
gameplay.
top.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm just gonna go to
I'm glad
Third
it
Coast
exists.
Airsoft. Is the best.
I'm
Boom, tier one
glad
for
it
me.
exists.
Third Coast
I'm very-
Airsoft. You guys haven't been there? Go there.
I'm very
Vulture.
interested to see
Your
how all these
2027
guys.
game that you're gonna pick once. Go to that game.
David, how many people are you technically bringing? So are coming now that are new from Project Echo? Ooh, I just
Can't math that high. It's 4 of us.
Are we at 10?
Oh,
4?
there's 4 actual Project Echo.
Yep.
Well,
And then-
no, there's 3 actual Project Echo, a tag along because he decides that he wants to try to be a speed softer someday. So I've debated whether or not he's allowed on the team. And then Slim.
Yeah, so there's 5.
Um,
B-Fly's coming. He's
yeah,
joining
B-Fly's
us.
coming.
We're counting you.
Yeah, 6. And the U2.
Who invited B-Fly?
I did, bruh.
I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
B-Fly, can you print stuff in brown? Sorry, sidebar. I was just thinking about that. Can you do brown? Because I have brown alphas and I'm thinking about it. So that's 6. The 2 of us, but I mean, we've been before, but and I know not everybody who's coming is doing tier 1, but I know a lot of people are doing tier 1. We know that the 2 people who won tickets, I believe the 2 people who won tickets at AirCon earlier this year are going to Starburst. That was from Rich.
Did they reach out to you?
They
People
haven't.
who won?
No, we're
Okay.
gonna have to reach out. Rich has been dealing with all of that, so I think we'll reach
Okay.
out to. We'll organize with the rest of Baker platoon anyway. So that's around 8 right now.
How many is in Baker Platoon? 20?
No, there's way more. Iron Legion's Baker. Like, remember, it's squads, platoons. So like,
Okay.
there's like
It's Baker Company.
Baker Company. Sorry.
So there's going to be
There's
at least
4
2 platoons with 4
I think
squads
we
in
had-
each platoon.
I think we had I only think we had 4 squads at Stonebreaker.
I can't remember. Again, it turns into a who cares? The minute
I
the
mean,
whistle blows,
The only
it's
thing I need to know is like I was coordinating with other people within our company though. Like I was coordinating with the Iron Legion guys. Like I liked playing with them, and I only am playing with a couple people. But like I was trying to support Vix, and then at some point I was just anti armor. So
anti everything.
that's you, buddy. I had a wonderful time. I didn't fall in a hole.
No, I played, dude. Come on, I was watching a helicopter.
And you got barbecue more than once,
So I did.
which was pretty good. That barbecue was pretty good.
So,
May not be ASA, the heat resistant stuff, but I can just think about we're just thinking about it. We're just thinking about it. I have a pair of brown Oakley Alphas, and I like everything to be color coordinated. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I think we have already had, because of our friend Rich Cudahy, there's already been a large Minnesota contingent going to Third Coast Airsoft games. And there are some who go to a lot of Third Coast Airsoft games. They're just not the regulars that you might see at Twin Cities Airsoft, Big Lake Tactical, Champion Valley Crossfire. They really only play those larger games, but there is already a large contingent. So, and then last year at Fort Hood, we met a guy who lives in Texas, but is originally from Osseo. Where was he from?
southern Minnesota.
Where was Ryan?
Winona?
Where's Ryan from?
Winona,
So
maybe.
people from Minnesota, like there is definitely a Minnesota presence at Third Coast
No,
Airsoft games.
well, the
so.
best part was like when I was guard it was just me and him in the building, like
Yeah,
holding a building, and we started talking. And he's like, "Oh, where'd you come from?" I'm like, "Oh, Minnesota." He's like, "Oh, I'm from Minnesota." I was like, "What?"
yeah, that was funny. Yeah, and he'd only met Rich a couple games previous, so that's why
Yeah,
he
and it was
met
those
Rich.
games.
Yeah. So anyway, I know, guys, we talk about Third Coast Airsoft and Starburst a lot, but it is something we're very excited about. Both
We're
for Alex
passionate
and I.
about that.
I still gotta
Well-
send you. I still gotta send you those classes, B-Fly.
Oh yeah, we have other stuff to send.
You can call me. I'll call you later, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
call me later.
We got about 15 minutes or so. I was trying to see if there was anything else. I really didn't have anything else to bring up.
I can show you all the stuff that I was doing today for Airsoft.
I mean, sure.
I was-
Show us.
I was making here's all my stuff. I was making some tennis balls and my
How are you
Oh, my
carrying that
bag.
stuff? Are you just gonna carry it in a dump
Huh?
pouch? How are you gonna carry that stuff in a dump pouch?
No, he
Yeah,
just showed
well, I
you
do
the
have a
target
bandolier.
bag.
I was hoping it wasn't the target bag, chat. I was hoping that the target bag wasn't Alex's tactical target bag.
He's gonna
I still
put it
have a
on with a
whole nother-
canometer.
I still have a whole another car. Yeah, it's gonna be a the bandolier.
Hey,
What
here's
else?
oh yeah, what else do you have? Because then we got a question from chat that I think we can. I'm happy to get into that.
I don't know. I'm debating of how many index rounds I'm gonna bring because I feel like once they're gone, they're gone.
Because we can't use them
So-
anywhere technically. No, I mean, I
that's
would
true.
bring some to Starburst, but
But I was doing that all day today. Then I was
were
doing.
you shooting them?
I was.
You were shooting them out in your back.
Oh yeah, I was
back
shooting,
90?
dude. I was shooting them in the backyard, and man, the index rounds they were breaking on impact.
What?
Yep,
Wait,
they
what
blew
was
apart on impact. Huh?
the
The,
index
in-
words?
the index words. Yeah,
What were you hitting?
a rock.
Well, Jesus.
Well, I blew
And the
that one
rock was
apart
like-
of Franklin's Whistler at
Oh,
Crossfire.
but that's a different. Yeah, okay. Like, you
And
can
I
just
was
go
shooting at
destructive.
probably 150 feet, maybe.
Oh, they'll go farther.
I know.
They will go away. That's why you were shooting at a rock at 150 feet. No wonder
I'm gonna be shooting at
blew up.
I'm gonna be shooting at a technical at 150 feet.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot farther. I'm gonna rain down fire on vehicles from ranges that people don't normally shoot because I
Me
don't
too.
care.
You're gonna see me and Gabe
I
on the
don't
roof
believe
of
you.
some building going, let's see how far we can shoot.
Oh, that's 100% what I'm gonna do. In fact, I've never thought about going to the second floor or third floor of that one building of the tavern and just popping to see. I wonder how. Yeah, we're gonna find out how far we can send rounds across field. is where again I feel like people don't like. People are using Havocs now. I love Havocs. Thank you to the guy from Airsoft Iowa who helped me get mine. That's a great launcher. But like the tag and launcher, the Havoc launcher with the tag and sleeve, the tag and launchers, it's a different world, Bo.
Don't worry, I have set up feelers to find the next person that has one for sale that I will probably.
Havoc.
Yeah.
I do see them pop up. Like I actually saw one pop up for like $300, and I was like, oh shit, I should just buy this just so I can have a second one or just resell it because I don't care. Thank you. So 2 things. Okay, so we have 2 things that we're gonna address first. So Sensei Wolf asks, he asked about Newfields. We did talk about Newfields. We talked about SMA and we talked about indoor airsoft already. If you didn't see it, please watch it, rewatch it in the replay. The other one, which I think is interesting, just because it's a pretty broad topic, and I think it's a flex for some people, and that's where I'm going to jump in here. Do you all dry fire or train? And I assume what he's talking about is using your airsoft as a training tool for real steel stuff.
No, I don't.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes.
I mean, there are some things. Shout out to our buddy Dookie, who we mentioned from Saturday, passed away. He was an airsoft player who, when he went to real classes, when I say real classes, this is when Eric Bekeezer, who is the owner and primary instructor for Quorum Security Inc., QSI. Many of us were assistant instructors. We were all students, former students. We saw airsofters come in to shoot at our real classes, and their reloads were so smooth and they were so nice. It was very good. We also saw their muzzle discipline and things like that were better than the average person. That said, that's still that's not a guarantee, just because different players do different things. There is a place, in my opinion, for training with airsoft. But like anything else, there's a line. And then after that, it's garbage. Like if you're at an airsoft game thinking you're training for something real, sure, you can play that way, but generally it's bullshit. Reloads, your gear, not, staying under cover, cool. But because you're not getting the realistic range, I think, it's more mechanics than anything else. If you are dry firing in your house or you're shooting at targets or you're drawing from your holster, God, if you have a carry permit and you've never drawn from your holster under pressure, I don't even know what you're doing with your lives. But like, that's where I see that. And this is where if you go to also a force on force class, most force on force classes in the United States are either using simunition, or a lot of them are using airsoft now because they're so accessible. So there you go. There's training opportunities with airsoft, but realize what these are. They're toys. They can be tools. But anyone who's like, I only wear plates because it's realistic, you're getting some health benefits from that, but stop it.
I feel that's
This is a young
I
man's
feel
flex.
that's I feel that's a poke at a game organizer.
Who
I
might
only
be
use
organizing a
high-cap
game this
mag.
weekend.
I don't even think he's here to
Realistic.
defend himself.
That makes it better. Sensei's replying. Yeah, I mean, again, mechanics of unloading. Like I see people, so I saw our buddy Joe Eggstead at a game recently where he had to transition from his rifle to his pistol. He was in the military, but he's taken a lot of QSI classes. I've helped instruct Joe, but like, he's a shooter. He's a real steel shooter. His transition was smooth, and I could tell. I watch a lot of guys who are, and you can just tell that they haven't done stuff under pressure. That's, I think, what you get under any kind of real steel shooting is, but you can bring to airsoft. You can bring, again, good gear. My rigs, the only thing I won't want to play carrier at airsoft games because I just don't care. But like, my rigs are set up similarly so that when I'm wearing a plate carrier, all my pouches in the same spot. So I have muscle memory. So
I was thinking about that with, like you just said, the extend, like, because he operates a GBBR.
yeah.
But that
That-
being said, I promise you, he won't drop a mag into the ground. Like, he won't.
Yeah.
Like,
No, well,
you guys think-
and here's what I'll say. Military doctrine can be very different too. Like, in the real world, I don't put a gun on. If I have 2 hands on a gun, and now we're getting into some weird stuff, and we're at 852. If I put both hands on my gun, my safety's off the entire time. The only time my safety goes off is when I only have 1 hand on my gun.
this
or
is
no
my
hands on my gun.
safety.
Like that kind of shit. Like, military guys, If they're not shooting, their safety's on. That is drilled into them. I think from a modern warfighter civilian class, again, I'm not going to do that. I wasn't trained that way. So then you get into philosophy differences, but now we're getting into a different.
I've had to try to retrain myself
Hey, this
not
is
to do
Airsoft.
that.
This isn't
Literally,
real steel.
I go to drop my AR and click back to safe.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I will if I'm but usually my gun's also down. But the second we go on a field, my gun's on, pretty much that entire time, and I don't worry about it. But that's bad habits. Also, if any of you have seen me at an airsoft game, I will take cover begrudgingly, but I don't crawl. I waddle quickly to different cover, but like I also stand out in the open a lot, just because I don't, it's a game.
You can respawn.
I don't give a crap. I can respawn. I know the range generally of guns. Like, I don't treat that. It's a game to me. So that's a dangerous thing for me. And also, I'll say if we ever get into a real armed conflict, like, I'm gonna hide a lot. Anyway, so here's the other thing that came up. So I'm gonna look at one more time. I do pistol competitions once in a while with my real steel, but Airsoft has taught me that I'm not an action hero. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Dry fire and taking classes with quality instructors would help. I will. Here's again my pitch. My pitch for one of my best friends, Eric Pekizer, QSI. The reason Eric does not play much Airsoft anymore is because for the last, he's been doing this for like 30 years, but the last 15 years solid, almost every other weekend to every weekend is QSI classes. That's how it was for a lot of us, me and Crunk and Tank, Caleb too. Like, a lot of us were helping him. That's why we didn't play Airsoft anymore, because everything was about
That was
real
like
steel.
2015, I think. Wasn't it like 15?
I was doing stuff with Eric and QSI first as a student, then as a range officer, and then I became kind of an assistant instructor just because we helped Eric, in the capacities that he needed for that. That was like 12 years. That was like 12 years where I stopped playing Airsoft as frequently. And really what changed was Caleb's boys got old enough to play Airsoft, and they wanted to play Airsoft. So all of us kind of pivoted back to playing Airsoft. And then we started playing, every weekend for a whole summer when the boys were here. So that really changed it. So I see someone, I've never done USPSA. I've never done IPSC. I've never done 3-gun. We have a friend, Luke Faust. Shout out to our buddy Luke Faust, who was an Airsoft player, very diehard. Everything he does is diehard. He started doing IDPA, I think, and he's rated now. He's nationally rated. Like, he's an incredible shooter. I think if you were to ask him, did Airsoft help him? I'm sure it did. I'm sure if you asked him if it hurt him, I'm sure he'd say that too. But like, again, so that's a good question. Okay, we're getting close to end of time. Do the snipers use gas? That's a whole different section here. Slim pointed out, are we going to do a sniper clinic? And the answer is yes. You heard it here first, unless you were at high intensity with us. We will start to promote this a little bit more. Saturday, September 12th at Twin Cities Airsoft, weather allowing, we are going to do a combined sniper and launcher clinic. We're going to set up in the upper parking area. That's our plan right now. We're going to have targets at basically 100 feet and then 50 feet to 300 to 400 feet. And then we'll probably go out a couple more for launchers so people can really get a feel for how far good launchers with good rounds, any rounds, can shoot.
Good rounds.
People should bring anything. People should bring their stomp rockets, because you should see what the difference is. I see so many people who have something they've never tried before, then they go to gag and they're like, well, that sucked. And I'm like, yeah. But so this clinic is more of a distance clinic. That's why we'll frame it that way. But specifically, here's a challenge. And last time I didn't do this, Alex and I didn't do this. This is a challenge to anybody who thinks they have a gun that shoots over 300 feet. Show up, prove it. And when I say shoots to 300 feet, I mean consistently.
Airsoft.
I can shoot. Yes, yes, this is an Airsoft clinic. I can probably shoot this AAP 300 feet. That's not true. But I can shoot it far if I arc it and I shoot it straight up in the air. I'm talking consistent body size hits. So we will have targets from 100 to 400. Now the 400 is more for launchers. I still say you're not going to get past 300, but we'll have 50 feet increments with body size silhouettes that we're going to be looking for you to hit. I know what I can do with my ASO2. Even our Levar, I bet you I can get out to 275 pretty consistently. And I think I could hit a body size target after a couple shots. But anything over that, and I realize some people just like to float shots, and they're willing to take 15 shots to get one hit. Cool, that's on you. But like, and distance isn't the most important thing. I recognize that too. Some people just like to play that way. But that's what this clinic is. This is a distance clinic. Show up, bring your sniper rifles.
I feel it's gonna be like one of those things where like everyone says they got this super awesome gun, but then like they don't want to show up.
Here's the thing.
You know,
we had people
everybody
show up
says they have a rifle. No, my sniper will go this far. It's just
Alistair,
like,
I mean, if Alistair's not working, I expect to see him.
But they'll never show up.
Here's the thing. I don't think people showed up last time because they didn't know. We did have a couple people show up and they were disappointed. And I'm not trying to piss in anybody's pool, but I am. Yeah, I'll say it. I'm tired of people saying I can shoot 300 feet. I've been doing this almost 30 years. And I know you can, but not consistently. Like, if we want to go pie plates, I'll even up you that. How consistently can you hit a pie plate target? At what range? So, either way, and then so we're going to have a selection of sniper rifles of our own. David's going to bring something that might even shoot field limits at that time. I won't bet on it, though. He's only got a month or so to try to get that working.
Nah, it's not going to shoot field limits, but it'll shoot over 300, I bet.
We'll have chronos. We'll have our chronos out. We'll have different weights of BBs if you want to try different weights of BBs. We recognize there's some players with bolt action or semi-only guns that enjoy just the spirit of it. They have stock guns. Still, come out. Let's shoot. We ranged the TCA shooting area, and they were at a little over 100 feet. So this is going to offer you the opportunity to shoot much farther. We will be in an area with a lot of that could have potential wind. That's kind of a bummer. We'll deal with it we'll deal with it when we get there. So call out.
I stood at the firing range and I was fine with that. I stood down range.
Oh, yeah, you stood down range. And I mean,
to let people, because that gives me an opportunity to be like, you're dropping right here.
Yeah, no, and we'll do that too. We'll go out there with radios, and we are treating this as a clinic, but it is a challenge. I think people should know what they can shoot. Last time we did this, which was 2024, we had a guy who thought his Novrich overthrust. What was it?
Full thrust.
Full thrust was fantastic, and he was like, I can get over 350 feet. He could. But not consistently. He couldn't hit shit. And when he chronoed his gun, it was way too hot, so he had to change it, and he only had one other spring, and when he changed it to a field legal spring, it blew.
So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Saturday, September 12th, we will be out. And then there will also be the launcher aspect of this. So if you have a launcher and you want to try it out, please come. If not, we will have our launchers. We'll have a Havoc. We'll have the Nova Law. We'll have a Taggin ML36. Honestly, I actually think I'm going to bring my Taggin shells so people can see. Because I keep on hearing people go, I got an M132 that takes shells, and I think that'll be great. It is not bad, but it is nothing compared to a Havoc or a Nova Law or a Taggin ML36. So I'll bring out my HPA shells that you can shoot out of a standard green gas shell launcher. We'll have our Havocs. We'll have the Nova Law. If we have new ones at that time, we'll bring it. If I maybe have that new Isaiah Arms one, which I can't afford that right now, so I'm not going to buy it.
I will say there might be, a prize for the person who can shoot the farthest, maybe.
A dead rag.
I mean, we're not going to tell you what that prize will be. But,
shut up, Alex.
Yeah, don't give it away.
I'll give you one of my smelly dead rags. Here's
one of the things. Yeah, okay. It might be.
Can you bring your DMR?
Yes, bring your DMR.
May. That's my in-sync right there.
It was already May.
I'd love to see it.
Adjusting your shots on target makes you a more complete shooter. I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. But how many shots is that? Like, if you're a bolt action guy and you need to make a shot, What reliably can you go? So like if you have a mission to eliminate the enemy commander, how close do you have to get to make a shot that you can say is reliable? If it takes you 10 shots to do it, is that acceptable? Maybe it is. I don't know. At what point does an errant shot give away that they're being shot at and then they send people after you? You got one chance.
Oh, you don't get to volley
You
30
got
shots
one
over
shot
that way.
to make. I'm trying to remember the Eminem song. Damn it.
One shot, one
Take your
opportunity.
chance to one opportunity. Don't blow again.
Don't lose yourself.
We're gonna play Eminem consistently. We're gonna play Lose Yourself consistently during the whole clinic. That's all we're playing.
Now they're trying to.
It's
now
gonna be
they're-
the 2-inch stickers though, not even the 3. 72 shots. Okay. So what else do we have here?
Red shirt's been speaking. His name is Gabe.
Vulture, I agree with that. Again, if all you see is ahead, how many shots do you need and how far do you know? This is where I feel like if you there are guys who will take 100 shots to make one hit and be really happy about it. Cool. I'm not belittling that.
The power
What
of
I'm saying
editing
is-
videos.
That's if you're watching Kicking Mustang or Novrich videos and go, look how awesome some snipers are. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. That's a bunch of staged BS, and everybody knows
You're
it.
hating on those guys.
Doesn't
Dude. Why are you
mean-
hating on them?
That doesn't mean that there are not some fantastic shots being made, but there's just a lot of those shots. And why am I hating on them? Because I think
We're
they
not
set
them.
unrealistic expectations for people who are getting into the hobby, getting into the game.
Besides his travel to the field.
Fire all day. Oh shoot, am I the red shirt? I mean, I do it. Say
You are
red,
red.
red short shorts. That's how I identify as red short shorts.
Well,
All right. Sorry, that ended up me spiraling out of control. Sorry about that, guys.
Slim, that wasn't a poke at you, Slim.
I mean, it could be. If you felt like it was, that might be like would you rather be caught in the
6'7".
woods with a bear and a man? If you're upset because women have said that the bear is the reason they take, maybe that's because you're the kind of man that they don't want to be in the woods with. Maybe think about that for a second. That's a hot take. I work at a liberal arts college. Okay.
Well, Wolf, we're here. We're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Every Wednesday. Like Marshall from Southern Minnesota was like, "Are you guys doing a podcast tonight?" I was like, "Duh." Just because I didn't promote it from it should be automatic in your brain, people. Join us.
That's
Share.
why you should join Red Team for Gag, because their general
Like and
over there doesn't
subscribe.
even know when
Yeah. How can you trust a commander who doesn't understand the flow of the community? Oh, I'm not going to say that. That's terrible. I'll let David say it. I'm neutral. I am just a hired gun.
well,
I'm just there for S&Gs. All right. We're going to wind down, guys.
Shut up, Slim.
Alex, any hot takes, final hot takes for the night? Hot takes.
no,
Not closing.
not really.
Okay.
I was gonna say, come out to the game. Gabe and I will be playing, shooting stuff, launchers.
David. What about David?
David will be there
Okay, thank you.
playing, maybe videoing, making a
Yep.
movie.
Ooh, making a movie. We are
Like
at it.
internet fame?
We are going to a place that is a movie set.
It is.
So, well, they have had
Car
movies there,
magnets.
so-
I have seen
And
the
not
sign.
only that, the guy
Tom
has
Berenger's
been in-
been there. I like Tom Berenger. What did you say, Alex?
Yeah, I said Tom Berenger's been there.
I like Tom Berenger.
So do I.
I heard he was a decent dude too.
I will be out there
Oh.
with the Minnesota Airsoft Association and Project Echo merch also.
Come buy your merch. Come talk to us.
Come
Tell us
shoot
if you
our
want
stuff.
us to do something. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Alex and I are bringing launchers. If people want to run launchers, we are coming as players. We are going as players. But if there's something you want to try, ask us, man. We don't we're cool. We're I'll just say it. We are super cool, as the kids say. We're hip. So if you want to shoot one of our launchers, let us know. I plan to be pretty ridiculous with my rounds.
Are you? I don't know what that's supposed to do. It's like I have them and I don't use them.
That's the thing, right, man? Like, you haven't really shot your Nova Law. I want you to shoot your Nova Law.
I've got like I think I got like 60 rounds of the rockets. I think I got like 60 rocket rounds. I got like
Oh, really?
I just
Oh, of the
yes.
Kush rockets? Yeah.
Yeah, the Kush
I don't even
rockets.
use them. I only use those if I'm forced to.
Because they don't work good. I bought them because I thought I was never going to be able to get them.
Take it easy. They work great, guys. If you'd like to buy some Kush rockets from Alex
I got a
at Big
whole
Lake
bunch.
Tactical this weekend, hit him up. And then we'll tell you
Speaking
what
of
launcher
buying,
to shoot 'em
speaking
out
of buying, if you're looking to stock up on your airsoft gear, John from Airsoft Armory will be out at Big Lake this weekend.
Yes, he is the approved retailer this weekend. John from Airsoft Armory will be out there. So if you want anything, let him know. But other than that, his mobile store will be there and open. So make sure to hit him up when you're out
Or
at the field.
you can
this
go down to
weekend.
Champion Valley and play their field down there, and they have their on-site store.
Yep.
So, a couple good
Yep, and-
places to get gear.
David, any hot takes going into the close of our stream tonight?
My hot take is I think Team Red at GAG has the best looking company commander. Just saying. The general's okay, but company commander is gonna, I think looks a little bit better.
Here's the thing. That's a really not a very high bar,
Oh.
but okay.
Wow. Did you just like call Patrick out?
I'm just saying, if there are some pretty people in Midwest Airsoft, I'm trying to think. Slim, you're a handsome lad.
He is a handsome lad.
Yeah, it's probably Slim.
Saying
He
you're
could
the
probably-
prettiest guy I know. I'm thinking about it. Nate, are you still here? Nate's kind of a handsome lad. All I'm saying is, it's a rough crowd, but we're rugged. We're rugged mill simmers. Like, we're not supposed to be pretty.
Hoping I can get this long enough to braid before GAG.
Are you gonna put beads in it? You gonna go Viking style?
Oh no, Viking. Oh, not pirate.
Are we trying to put Franklin in the
That's-
discussion of handsome? Because never mind. Hot takes from me. Come on out to the distance clinic. That's not gonna be the name. We'll workshop that. Come out to our sniper launcher clinic. If you think you can shoot, if you don't think you can shoot, if you want to shoot something longer, but
Whoa.
mostly hot take. Come on out. I'm challenging people with sniper rifles. And here's the thing. I know it's possible. I just want to see it. I want to see it, guys. And I'll leave it at that. That's my hot take. Sensei Kush. Different kind of Kush. Sensei Wolf. Watch yourself. This is a family friend. It's not family friendly. In fact, I think all our videos.
Onlysoft.com.
Yeah. Look for our new page coming fall when you're all cold and you need
a good
There's
warming
a
up.
certain Kush I like.
Yeah.
It'll be onlysoft.com.
Oh, Nightmare said something.
Said thanks, Gabe, because you called him.
Yeah. I didn't say anyone was fug. I just said you were rough and manly. I just said you're not as pretty as Slim. And if you wanna argue that you're as pretty as Slim, I have to have a whole different clinic.
Is that the new thing now?
The date of the sniper clinic is Saturday, September 12th at Twin Cities Airsoft. I say weather is dependent. We also want to do this the weekend before GAG. It should be quieter in the area we want to be in, because that will be parking the weekend of GAG, and also people can shoot launchers the weekend before. It doesn't afford you the opportunity, that was a fancy sentence, of picking up probably a new launcher within time if you want to, but at least you know what's available. And maybe I'll loan one out.
Save up for the winter to get one for the spring.
Yeah. So, or you can buy the $1,200 Isaiah Arms version, which is the modern version of the Havoc. But
also, guys, in that whole regard, stay tuned for updates for Aircon, because that's going to start.
Yeah, we probably got about a month that we're just gonna. Actually, towards the end of August, when larger events kind of start dying down, we will probably start reconcentrating. I have not gone to the other site yet. We got to go to the new site, and that will probably be what we start doing over the end of August. But yeah, we're gonna start con prep. Yeah, on planning.
I only have like
Probably
600
late
emails to
August.
send.
It'll be great. It'll be great. So that's coming too. All right. Juice bars. Wow. Alex, we're going to close out. What would you like to tell the community?
Get out there, play, guys. Try all the fields. Summer's almost over. If you haven't had a chance to go to all the fields or a new field, at least go to one new field this year. You know, if you're local, we've got what, four fields
right now.
locally?
Yeah,
We got four locally fields. You guys try them all out. You know, don't settle for one field and stay at one field. At least try something else.
Very good. David, anything you want to say in closing?
I will close like I always close. Airsoft is about community. The Airsoft doesn't survive without community. So big thing is there's a bunch of YouTuber people with channels, YouTube channels, Instagrams, whatever in here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe theirs. Check out the Project Echo Airsoft channel. The Minnesota Airsoft Association's channel. Watch some of the other videos. Like, subscribe, comment. Alex, do your thing.
You know, smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, no, you didn't make as much of a gurgly sound, but still good. One more thing I'll add on is share. Start to spread the word, not only just of our channels, but just of the community in general. So
I was gonna also say one more thing. If you guys want us to like your, like your channel or something, let us know.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're all about shout outs.
Send us a link.
In fact, yeah, send us a link. We'll collaborate as well. I mean, this is also how deep people want to go into things, but like I haven't heard much from Dumb's Airsoft recently, but they mostly play Crossfire, so I haven't heard much from them. Slim's been posting, Slim Tech Airsoft has been posting some stuff. But if you have something online you want us to promote or push, let us know.
We are about the community. We're not about ourselves. We're part of the community, though, remember.
We are, right. Some of our egos might be a little more well-formed than others. And that's my weird way of saying that I'm egotistical. My thing for closing tonight is thank you again to all of you for being engaged with us. And that's not only on these streams, that is on our Discord channels. That's on David's Project Echo Discord and the MAA Discord. Thanks for reaching out to us when we're on field or when we're at fields. And we do try to be out. We have tried to be out a lot. We really feel like the word's getting out and people realize not only locally but nationally that Minnesota's got a strong community, and that's because of you guys. Yes, we're offering a soapbox, maybe more so than we've had in the past, but this is about all of us. So please continue to reach out. Please continue to share your thoughts, your input. Shout out to Sensei Wolf for all the questions. Now send those earlier so we can focus on them for a specific stream.
Sensei Wolf in Minnesota. Are you from Minnesota, Sensei Wolf?
I mean, his name is Sensei Okame. Like,
no,
he knows karate.
Karate? Wax on, wax off.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
With a name like Sensei, I'm assuming that.
I mean, yeah, no one would have a name like Sensei if they weren't Japanese. Yeah. So
I was just thinking karate,
canceled.
not Japanese.
God, you racist prick.
Which one of us? I can't tell because I'm looking at all of us right now. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us again. This is our Wednesday, August 5th. I forgot what day it is. Live stream. Look for us at Big Lake Tactical on Saturday. Hope to see you there. If not, we'll see you somewhere else in the future. Take care of yourself. Call your hits. Have a good time. Enjoy the summer. And we will see you next Wednesday. Oh, I won't be in town next Wednesday. I'm gonna have to bring camera gear to my cabin so that I can live stream next week.
Are you gonna?
Take care,
are you gonna
everybody.
need internet?
I got fiber at the
Oh,
cabin. It's
good.
It's good.
All right, sweet.
There'll also be 7 children at the cabin, but we'll work it out.
Mike's out.
See ya.